What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the TSF Entertainment Channel. Special CJ in the building tonight, joined by DJ Fresh, Your Highness. We got our beautiful, lovely ladies over from Shade in the City. It's Treese and Nails. What's up, ladies?
Hey.
What's going
on? How was everybody week? Everybody had a good week?
Yeah. It's officially my birthday week. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
Virgo, right?
Yeah, yes. She's a Virgo.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Confusion?
No. Virgo season.
We'll be doing
no, man, there's no confusion. There's no confusion at all.
Right. No confusion. Just wanted to double check.
You heard me, Retro?
What's that?
I said we'll be doing the birthday live on Thursday.
Okay, well, I'll be here. I'll be here for it. I will be here for it.
Hey,
all right. We got Miss Really B TV in the building joining us.
And I brought my people with me, so hopefully they stay around. I brought my chat. We just got done over on my channel, so hopefully they'll hang out with us for a little while.
Appreciate that. Well, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome in. Come on and take a seat.
Come on in. Happy birthday, Nails. They say happy birthday, Nails.
Thank you. Really big. I'm gonna need you to change that shirt, man.
Why?
Because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. I'm feeling it today.
I'm good.
Why you not feeling it? What's wrong with my shirt?
Because I'm a Giants fan. Because that's why.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. I didn't know you were a Giants fan. I really didn't know that. I'm still not changing my shirt though. But I didn't know. I'd have been talking trash if I knew that. I'd have been talking trash.
Look, I was getting ready to text you and I said, you know what? I don't even want to start it. We was winning too. I was about to start and I said, no, let me stop.
All right.
If I had known that, we could have went and watched the game together. We'll watch the rematch together.
At the gate. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all know what we're here for. We're here to talk about Power Book.
What you got over there, Retro?
Of course. Privilege. One of the best.
All right, y'all. So we're here to talk about Power Book 2 Ghost. It's season 4, episode 407. I can't fix this, and I'm not even gonna try to fix this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out there now. I'm going to have a difficult time getting through this episode without being a little critical. Really? So y'all gonna have to help me work through this thing. For me, the episode was a solid 7. What did y'all think about the episode?
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay. I was trying to be nice with the 7, but okay.
Actually, you know what?
I'm gonna give it a boo.
Hold on, let me take that back. I forgot the best part of the episode. I'll give it a 6 because Tate was there.
Oh.
Okay. Because Tate was there.
I'm gonna give it a 7 also.
I'm gonna just give it a boo.
I love seeing my man in the police uniform.
He's talking about Kane. Caucasian male. Come here.
I'm the only one who gave it a high ranking.
What'd you give it?
I gave it an 8.
Okay.
I need to know why. I need to hear this.
Right. Yeah.
For the second part of the season, with the exception of one scene, this was like the best. This was the best episode for the second part of the season.
You crazy?
Like, it's only one part of the episode that I have a problem with. But other than that, I gave it an 8.
Only one? Just like, okay, well, yeah, I need to hear this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cubstar gave it a 4. Okay. Damn, I thought Treese was doing bad with the 5. Okay, we got a 4.
Xavier said it was the best episode of the season. I need to know what y'all talking about.
I need to know what
I won't say that.
Support gave it a 7. All right, you were along with us. Y'all need to explain to us what y'all talked about. Go ahead.
Appreciate that super chat again, DeMar.
Yeah, maybe y'all see something we don't see.
Tariq needs to be the latex predator instead of the apex predator. Agreed.
Oh my goodness.
All right, DeMarcus says it was a 9.
Season. DeMarcus gave it a 9.
Y'all talking about the best episode, man.
Lote Queen said, "Please be critical. This episode was so all over the place. Why we saw the storyline?"
Thank you. Agreed.
Yeah, like I said, I just can't wait to hear what y'all have to say. I'm waiting. I'm listening with an open heart so I can receive y'all's point of view.
A
'Cause I am
10.
confusion.
I can't give it a 10.
I'm confusion too. I'm definitely confused.
Okay, now I
All
think
right.
y'all just playing with us. Okay.
Yeah, they playing with us for real now. They just want to see us cut up because when I tell you I'm finna go off.
Oh man.
All right, so the episode synopsis goes: when tragedy strikes, Tariq and the Tejadas are set on a mission to avenge what they've lost. Drew must take out a threat to Carter's organization in order to protect his family. Listen, I understand that this installment of Power is written for the younger generation, but intelligence, common sense, don't try this at home stuff. The stuff that y'all see on these shows, these capers, don't try this at home, please. It ain't gonna work for you. All right, so the episode starts off with Tariq at Diana's bedside. We know previously on last week's episode that Diana took a fade from Agent Crackhead, as Really B calls her. Miss Felicia beat down Diana in front of Holly's. A little foreshadowing there in front of Holly's. We talked about last week the globe breaking. So we were kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place on whether or not Diana was going to keep child or Diana was going to lose child. We learned rather quickly that Diana has lost child. So for that, I do feel sorry about her losing the baby. And I get misplaced anger, but ma'am, I don't understand, ma'am. I don't understand, ma'am. Can you tell me why you're upset with Tariq?
I tried to figure it out.
You asked for him to go unalive Zion. You brought him into this situation. It's your mammy,
right?
Your brother that's got you in this situation where you took the beat down from Felicia because they were the ones that got caught stealing Noma's product by Carter and got you all wrapped up in this thing, not Tariq. Tariq has done exactly what you asked him to do. So I get misplaced anger, but I'm like, what's she mad at him for? And of course, she's upset because she's lost baby, and she tell him get the F out. That being in the game, this is why she was like being in the game, and this is all your fault. Get out.
I didn't understand it either because I was like, yo, that has nothing to do with being in the game. Like, y'all got in bed. Like, Tariq has nothing with y'all being in bed with Detective Carter.
Yep. Doesn't even know about it.
He didn't even know nothing about it until you called him. He didn't even know nothing about it.
Yes.
So it was just like, you could have easily, matter of fact, you could have easily not even involved Tariq, and this might have still happened. So, I mean, I didn't get that either. But I guess, I don't know. I guess, the feelings that she was having during that time, that's what led her to feel that certain type of way.
So we see that Tariq is, leaving the hospital room. He runs into Monae. He has already called Monae and told Monae she need to come down here and see about Diana. Monae's like, is everything okay? How's Diana? How's the baby? Tariq's like, go see for yourself. So she knew right then and there that, it wasn't any good news to share. And she was like, yo, I appreciate you getting Diana here and calling me and everything, but this is family business now, so I'm going to take it from here. And Tariq's like, nope, I don't work for you no more. And this was my child as well, so I'm going to go do what I got to do.
It killed me with that.
Diana, going back to Diana, because she even said to him that you didn't want this baby anyway. Like, when did Tariq indicate that he didn't want the child? Because he seemed to be pretty happy about her having a child. I guess I was a little confused about that too.
If I remember correctly, when she first told him like his mannerisms, I don't think it was more so where it was just like he didn't want it. I think it was more so like he was shocked. So, and
he kind of doubted that it was even his.
Yeah, he did. I think from the doubt.
Okay.
Because remember at that time she was still messing around with Hotep Celine.
Celine, yeah, that guy.
Assalamu alaikum, so, that's why she was.
That poor baby gone, and y'all still going in on him. Goodness, can't even rest in peace.
Yeah,
Assalamu salam.
You got your hand up.
Go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt. Okay, so first of all, not that he was unhappy, but what did he have to be happy about? The girl tried to take him out, and now she having a baby by him. I mean, if he seemed a little reluctant or hesitant, can you blame the brother?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So I need Diana to get over herself. Okay, get over herself.
That's what I'm saying. Like Diana, this whole episode was on some bull. This whole episode.
I actually like Tariq this episode.
I can't give you all that, but I hear you.
Even when he went to go see Tasha, look, Retro, did you get a little twinge when I said Tasha name?
Oh, don't worry.
He said, don't worry.
I've got some comments. I got some comments about Pearl. Miss Pearl. I got some things to say about Miss Pearl.
Not Miss Pearl.
Y'all ever watched 227?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. As soon as you said it. As soon as you said 227, Miss Pearl.
Miss Pearl.
In the window. Knew everything.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, just figure out Tasha, and she looked like Miss Pearl right here in this episode. All right, we're gonna get it here. All right, so Diana, Monae goes into the room with Diana, and she's, baby, I'm sorry about what happened. We're gonna get you out of here and get you home. And at that point, Diana reveals to Monae that Felicia was the one that attacked her, and Kane comes in and is like, "Who the F is Felicia?" And of course, she was kind of, nasty to Kane, like, "Don't Noma got some work for you to do? Like, get out of here, leave."
Basically.
And at first I was like, well, damn, why is she going off on Kane? But I keep forgetting that she's trying to keep Kane as far away from this whole situation with Carter as possible, so he don't get wrapped up, man. Because Kane will go out here and do Kane things.
Yep.
So she tried to keep him far away from this as well. He told Diana, he's like, "Yo, holler at me, call me when she muck this up, because she gonna muck this up, and I'll take care of it for you." So what did y'all think about that whole big exchange?
I just want to know who told Kane.
That's what I want to know.
I answered that question by later on in the episode when Drew was getting out and the messages was coming through on his phone. I'm assuming maybe it was a family group text that Monae sent out about Diana being in the hospital.
That kind of makes sense. I was just trying to figure out.
Otherwise, you have to ask the same
I don't
question.
feel like that because she was specifically talking to Drew because she was like, "Drew, where are you? Where are you? Answer me." It was. I don't feel like that was a group chat. I mean, that's the best we can come up with because they ain't tell us. But remember, she was specifically talking to Drew.
Drew had just turned his phone, so he was getting all of his messages. So I think we were seeing a combination of all his messages coming through. But I do think that there was a group text that was sent out. Otherwise, how the hell did Kane know where they were? And how did Drew know where they were?
That's what I'm saying. How did Kane know? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And how did Drew know where they were at the detective's house? But we'll get there. Who taking this thing right here?
That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe Tariq told him.
Who got this thing right here?
One of the ladies.
I figured one of the ladies would take it.
I know this one. They was one. Of
I was gonna say, y'all know which one I'm waiting for, so I'm gonna sit here back and be quiet.
All right, so
I mean,
I was about to say.
I mean, that's the man. What was this? Is this when he got the call from Tariq wanting the address to?
Yeah.
Wanting the crackhead address.
Yep.
So Method Man is in the gym, giving us something we can feel, and he got a phone call from Tariq. He get a phone call from Tariq, and Tariq is on his old gangster shit. Like, yo, tell me where the address is. I gotta take care of this, B. Don't worry about it, B. Just give me the address, B. And of course, everybody is trying to warn him off of, yo, that's a cop, that's a cop. And I'm confusion because did we forget that he literally just took care of a whole DEA agent 2 episodes ago? Like, why are we acting like this is new for him?
Yeah.
Like, why are we acting like this is new for him? This dude killed his own daddy. Like, he don't care.
Yeah, he unalive.
But anyway, so he tells him. So then Noma hits him up. And Noma want him to come through and give her something that she could feel. But she want his help with trying to figure out another connect.
She had a task for him. That's all. She had an assignment for him, a work assignment for him. You know,
She had an
The
assignment.
rest
Yes,
of
she
us are
did.
blessed.
She sure did.
Right.
she just happened to have her house coat on. She just happened to have her house coat on. Nothing wrong with that. She was at home.
No,
Well,
There's
he
nothing,
got
it
an
wasn't
A on
nothing
that.
wrong with it, but he
Bruh.
took it off.
Walking around your house, absolutely.
when the first scene come in, she is dressed, bruh.
Damn.
She's dressed.
Look, Retro said, "Damn."
Face clothing.
Well, I'm
Right.
just saying
And
it
by
though,
the
you know.
time Kane get there, she not dressed no
undressed.
more.
So Davis goes over to Noma's place after she summoned him over, and basically she's telling Davis like, "I need you to find me another congressman." So now we're referring to them as congressmen. Previously, they were politicians or city councils or senators, but now they're congressmen. Okay, got it. So she was like, "I need you to find me another congressman to get me these federal contracts for my business." And Davis was like, "Listen, that's gonna be a little bit hard for you. It's not like they come a dime a dozen, and like the one that we had is gone now. And given what's happened to him, it's probably gonna be hard for you to find another one." And I'm thinking to myself,
They're a little nervous. They're a little nervous.
yeah. I'm thinking to myself, why is he acting like he don't know any other dirty politicians? And you just literally went to Tate a couple seasons ago for help.
Because of the proposal he made.
But I mean, he made sense though. Like, she got in bed with Wally Adams, and then now Wally Adams is unalive. So all those dirty politicians, they're not trying to get unalive like Wally Adams. So he kind
Right.
of
They
makes sense.
probably
Like,
they
yo,
probably trying to keep their distance.
yeah, they like, I ain't about to get ready to try to help her do whatever she got to do, and then I'm gonna end up like Wally Adams.
It should have been Tate to begin with. You should have went to Tate to begin with, given what happened at the end of last season when him and Harper were proposed and getting ready to be married, and she overheard the conversation between Tate and Davis. The fact that Davis didn't call Tate to begin with, it doesn't make sense that Wiley would ever been a character involved.
I found that interesting too when it happened, but I was like, I just thought Lorenz Tate just wasn't going to be on the show this season. But the fact that he pops up now, I'm like, well, then I didn't understand why that wasn't his go-to to begin with.
That should be his go-to to begin with. Going back to the writing.
I assume that he didn't offer anybody else because he wanted to be the majority owner of her company. And that's why he proposed that. Instead of offering
that's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. So later on, he gives Noma her options. Her options are, she was like, "Listen, I got a whole bunch of money that's stacking up overseas. I can't do nothing with this money." And she was like, "Well, what can I do?" Because Wiley was helping with my citizenship as well. He was like, "Well, the quickest way for you to solve that problem is to make someone who is a U.S. citizen majority owner of your company that you can control and actually be able to have that person be the face of the business." And he slid his hand next to her dress. And I'm like,
he
okay.
said, "Somebody you can trust and control."
Trust and control. She was like, "Oh, can I control you?" And he was like, "Nah."
Giving him something he can feel.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
How have we not seen any type of investigation on who unalive Wally Adams?
No type of investigation at all. No type of investigation. No.
This man was what, a whole senator or whatever he was.
And the fact that Kane
I guess Zion popped up. I guess they knew. Remember, they knew Zion did it, and Zion popped up dead. So maybe that was the end of that.
And the fact that they was meeting with them and they wasn't even brought downtown for questioning.
I mean, yeah, but still, at some point, you got to be like, "Oh, okay, this is the person that unalive Wally Adams." We could have saw it on the TV screen, like, "Oh, the suspect who unalive Wally." We didn't get none of that. This man was, what was he, a senator, whatever he was, I forgot. Like, this man was high ranking, and the fact that he got unalived and Noma and Kane just ran off into the sunset with nothing. Like, you want to try to tell me, like, oh, there was no other suspects? Like, nah, come on. Like, this was a government official.
I agree.
DeMarcus,
no, I agree with you, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I agree with you though.
So Tariq run back to the dorm, and he get his strap.
Same outfit he had on last night.
Yeah, he'd been wearing that outfit for like 3 episodes now. I mean, like I said,
like I need him to take a shower or something.
It's a good outfit. I mean, I like the outfit too, but damn. Stokely comes over from No Lie, and I'm like, this is a scene I could have did without too, because it seems a little bit, oh my goodness, we just found out that you guys were using us to sell drugs.
This isn't the guy from Freestyle with the Freestyle Unity, the group.
Yeah, that's the guy from Freestyle.
Okay.
The Parker.
No, I knew he was from the group, and I didn't know his name, but I know
Stokely. His name is Stokely, and the name of the group is No Lie. But yeah, you gonna call them Freestyle Unity because that's exactly what they are.
Oh man,
off-brand Fuji's. I'm thinking to myself, it was a group decision. He informs that Braden and Tariq are fired. That they don't want nothing else to do with them because they're drug dealers. And how could you guys? I think to myself, your group mate is the one that got Braden strung out on that stuff right now.
Yep.
Like,
okay,
you kicking her out the group too? Because she partaking.
Yeah, I thought that's what was going to. I thought that's what
Tariq
was going to say.
And Stokely told Braden when he came in, he was like, "Shut up, shut the f up, because you the reason why I'm here. That Snow White Diddy ish you pulled on the stage. Like, you know, we don't know if we got fans or fiends." I'm like, well, one of your group members is a fiend, so go talk to her too.
I was going to say, I'm about to say, your group member is a whole fiend. Like, stop playing.
And a hoe too. So you got it right.
Xavier, no, he's
now
not.
Tariq got hands. Now Tariq got hands. Oh my god.
Who said Tariq got hands?
He gonna go jump on Stokely. Like, no, it ain't over. Like, Tariq, what you finna do? Calm down before you get hurt.
I just want to know why you think everybody a hoe but Noma.
Because she's a nice lady.
She's a nice lady. Miss Noma's nice. I got to have somebody I got to go for now since Bel Air proved that Carrie was a hoe. Since Bel Air proved Carrie was a hoe, I got to go for somebody. Got to go up for somebody. Nah, Noma is definitely the community pool at this point.
The community pool.
Not the community pool.
Everyone's taking a dive in.
Oh,
I'm disappointed in Miss Noma. Miss Noma, she was such a nice lady. Tariq, they get Stokely up out the room or whatever, and Braden's like, "Listen, bro, you gotta calm down. Like, if you get ready to go do what I think you finna do, you need to. I know you ain't finna listen to me." And Tariq is like, "It's because of you that we in this mess right now. Anyway, if that shit you didn't pull last night, like, we would be good right now." But Braden's like, "Maybe you need to go talk to somebody that you trust because I know I'm not gonna be able to get through to you. But what you finna go do, probably gonna get yourself unalive, bro. Like, you might want to think about this for a minute." And I just love how Tariq just gets all huffy and puffy. I'm going to do something about this.
I just want to know how he always know where the hell Tasha is. I just want to know and why is Tasha always in driving distance? That is not how witness protection works at all. Okay. At all.
I'll explain it.
Always in driving distance.
I'll explain.
Wherever she move, he show up.
Explain it.
I'll explain it when we get to the scene.
Wherever she go, he show up.
I thought we were at the scene. Okay, my bad. I jumped ahead. Okay, my bad.
Oh no, you good. I just didn't want to jump into it.
I expected Tate to be a little bit more emotional. Not like, I expected him to be. I mean, he did a good job. The scene was good and everything, but I really expected him to like just be like out of control, upset.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tate was going to see through. I thought Tate was going to pull up on Carter and be like, "Yo, one dirty cop recognized another one. Like, I know some shit was up." Like, I really felt like because it seemed like he was seeing through Carter at one point, but then
especially
he kind of pulled back. I don't know.
At this point, he was reading him. He was reading right through him when he was like, "This is an ongoing investigation." Because Tate was like, "Okay, do y'all?"
He drugged the shit out of him with that one.
Yeah, he drugged him with that. He was like, "Yo, you gonna have to come a little bit better than that because that shit ain't gonna fly with me." He was like, "My motherfucking brother is unalive right now, and somebody gonna tell me something, or either I'm finna go to the press."
I got a question. Am I the only one who realized or who felt that Carter had some sympathy during the scene? Like, he did not want to take out from, I mean, it's just me. If you look at it, he did not want to have to take out Tate, but he had no choice because, like, Tate was innocent, but Tate knew the dirt. And, like, you can tell, like, this whole episode, he was feeling guilty from the fact that he had to take him out. Like, because every time they brought up Tate, you could see him in a distraught situation or destroy it.
I do feel like he felt.
Whatever.
I do feel like he felt some kind of way about it. Like he wasn't heartless about it. I agree with that.
Go ahead,
Listen,
Nails.
is the first one to be talking about you can't off no innocent people. Yet we out here just offing innocent people. I feel bad for him feeling guilty. You off the innocent officer, then later you pinned it on somebody and off that innocent person.
But he didn't have a choice. It was that's
That doesn't matter when other people off innocent people or by accident. He don't give a damn.
I mean, but that's why he had. I feel like that's why he felt guilty because he had no choice. It was either my unit is going to get unveiled for being dirty, or I got to take him out. So, like, he had to take him out. Like, we all knew the right was on the wall when Tate was just like, he gave Kamal, like, yo, I give you the decision. And Tate ain't want to take the decision. We knew then right in and there, Carter's like, yo, I'm going to take him out. Like, it was just, I mean, that's for me. I just felt like, because he was so distraught every time Tate's name was brought up, he just looked depressed. Like, yo, I had to take a clean cop out to save my unit.
Because once you tell one lie, you got to keep telling lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies to keep it going.
To cover up the lies.
Yep. So let's give Treese her moment. She's been very patient. So let's give her her moment.
I was on the episode. We're going to see Tate.
He lets him know, you know what I mean? Look, can I just say, first of all, Tate is back, y'all. He is back.
He ain't back.
Okay.
And gone. And gone. Come and gone.
Anyway, so basically, he's pressing Detective Carter about, like, look, I need a name. And I love when he perked up with his chest. And he said, I need to know who it is. And I said, I don't know why. I don't know if I'm toxic, but that just turned me on. The way he just got real loud with him. And I was like, oh. It reminded me of the, Ashanti Rain on Me video. When he was, Lord, it just did something to me. But anyway, so basically he lets him know that if you don't start giving me some names, then I'm gonna go to the press with this. And so, that's why I thought Carter was sitting there looking all sad, because he's like, oh, he really about to catch me up. They already, what is it? IAB is already in their behind. And so basically he tells him, when you find out who did it, let me know. I want to be the first. But I think he does let him know that he thought it was one of the Russians that they had done the raid on that did it.
Hmm.
Yes, he did.
And, yeah. That's
why, I don't understand why Tate didn't get mad that he didn't call him first.
That's
right, because he said, I'm your first phone call. Yeah.
I didn't understand that either. And then the one thing that I was Carter talking about, oh, I'm a good guy and a good cop. Brother, bye. I'm done.
All right. So Carter gets back to the office to inform his task force, which I thought that was very interesting too, because he hadn't even told the task force that he was the one that dropped Tate. And of course he couldn't tell them, because at the end of the day, there's a little bit of irony in this, and I'll get to it a little bit later. But anyway, Felicia come in there talking shit. She was like, good riddance, be gone.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he was snooping around too much anyway. So the way I look at it, whoever took him out did us a favor.
Mm-hmm.
And Carter was like, are you serious?
Talking crackhead shit.
Yeah, crackhead talking crackhead shit. And so Nico was like, huh? Like, I get that he wasn't one of us, but he was still one of us. Like
right.
Show him some respect. And Carter was like, yeah, you got to show him some respect, whatever. And if Tate comes around asking any questions, y'all need to cooperate with him and make sure you show him respect. I feel like right here in this very moment, the walls start caving in on Carter, because Nico he calling bullshit on this. He was like, yo, the Russians scattered. Like, and if they were going to come after someone, they would come after all of us. Why him? So Nico's already trying to make it make sense, and it ain't making sense for him. So he was like, something ain't right about this. And he know that his boss is somehow involved.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
again,
agree.
going back to what you were saying.
And even at the end, he's side-eyeing. But I agree.
So going back to what you were saying, Fresh, yeah, Carter is somewhat, I don't look at it as remorse as much as he's got to try to be quick on his toes to keep this lie going, because, he got to not only convince Tate, but now he's got to convince his own task force. So he got a lot of pressure on him. IAB snooping around or whatever. So he got a lot of pressure on him right now to try to pull all this together before, the truth comes out. So Nico go in there and he was like, look, I'm having a bad day. Like, what you want? He was like, well, I hate to bring more troubles to you, but we got a problem. But our guy on the inside is going to take care of it. And so he goes to tell Carter about the whole Roman situation, which we'll get to that because share really B's opinion last week, this week, all through and through, that this was their way of getting rid of Carter, but they just let it slip through their fingers. Drew is out here on a prison yard right here, and this scene right here, this whole scene right here irritated me because it reminded me of Empire. It reminded me of when Andre was locked up and the dude was picking on a little guy in the jail, and Andre was. It just reminded me of Empire through and through.
I'm lost because I was just like, why is he trying to? I mean, I guess I know why he's trying to save the little homie because it's like, you know, that
he
gets
can't
him
defend himself
to Roman. But it was just like, yo, I was just like, he could have just found Roman by himself. He didn't need dude.
I guess that was his way of antagonizing Roman. Because remember the little guy said, like, if Roman see us talking to, if he see me talking to you, like, he gonna unalive both of us.
Yeah.
And you like, I ain't scared of Roman. Like, I want him to see us. So I feel like he was just doing that to get Roman's attention. To like, yeah, I'm over here talking to your dude or whatever. I'm defending him or whatever. That's why I said it just reminded me so much of Empire.
I'm just still lost because Roman, the way he on the street, don't make it seem like he moving like that in the jail cell. I ain't gonna.
And he hadn't been locked up long enough for him to even be moving like that.
Exactly. I ain't gonna get into it. I was like,
I thought the same thing.
Beat up on.
No, I think he was. This was his little
house.
Plaything inside jail.
Yeah, but I mean, not to go too deep into it, but not to go too deep, go down that rabbit hole. We're gonna stop. Not we, like the people on this panel, but I mean people in general. We're gonna stop acting like all gay men, you know, wear skirts and carry purses. They be some thugs too. So he might not have been in jail that long, but it's acceptable in jail, right? So that behavior is acceptable in jail that he may have already just been. That might just be who he is.
Okay, well that explains it then. A support game and just gave me my answer then why this reminded me of season 5 of Empire. One of the writers is writing on book 2. I'm about to say this was exactly season 5.
Thank you, gamer. Thank you, boo.
Yep, this was exactly season 5 of Empire. All right, so Roman comes up and jumps in front of Drew's like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of you and this little ish. And Drew's like, okay, we'll see about that. And then one of the prison guards come by and break it up, and he gives Drew the signal like tonight's the night. Like, yeah, we're gonna get him out of here. Gotta get him up out of here tonight.
I knew immediately he was working with
Who had the shank though? Was it Drew? Or
it was Roman homie. Because as soon as he corrosive called it,
I thought it was Drew that had it behind his back.
I thought it was too.
I could have sworn he had it behind his back and then he didn't pull it out because the police.
If you go back and watch the scene,
fast. Yeah, they showed it so quick and fast. I couldn't pay attention.
When the cop comes in, you'll see that Roman homie, he slides it back up under his sleeve on the scene.
Oh, okay.
See, that tie's loose. He got loose with Noma.
Well, he got a little loose with Miss Noma. Miss Noma got
they had a little talk.
Yeah, they had a little talk.
He does look disheveled.
Yeah, he does look a little disheveled. He does.
So, Kane, he went by Noma's. Okay, he saw David and he like, "What you doing here, homie? You making house calls now with your unemployed ass? Okay, you that desperate for business? Okay, David,
homie." Yeah, he desperate for business. All right,
he putting in some work. That's what he doing. He there putting in some work. Look, there we go with the robe on. The house with the house. It is okay. Davis told Noma to think about, the citizenship options that he proposed to her, and he'll make sure that her assets stay in people's hands. Do you need any more clues, Retro? Do you need more clues?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I understand clearly what's happening.
So Kane said, you know what, I'm gonna just assume that you're just trying to replace Mr. Adams, okay? Because I know damn well you ain't letting nasty ass David McClain hit. She basically said, sir, he's trying to fix what you messed up, okay?
And mind your business.
Yep.
And he will hit whatever I let him hit when I let him hit it. That's what she said.
My employees now none of my business. Don't be asking about me and what I do with my thing. Okay.
What she hit a T. She said, "Get out my coochie."
So he was like, damn well I am more than Effie. Okay. And she was like, well, if that's the case, maybe I need to be worried about what you're doing over there with Effie.
Yep, Dusty. But then she had don't call him Dusty last week.
Oh, okay, she called him a Dusty. I thought you was calling Effie a Dusty.
No, she called him a Dusty last week. So it's clear that she's a little jealous of the fact that Effie still has Kane's attention. So she's a little bit jealous about that. So any opportunity she gets to throw a dig at Kane about Effie, she does that. So she was like,
but that's Kane's fault.
And don't ask me about my business. I will go do whatever I choose.
He was basically like, I held you down since you stepped foot in this city. And she was like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, what have you done for me lately?
Basically, it was not giving that. So then, he basically let her know, like, Effie wants out after all this stuff that happened with the Russians. And she was like, I really don't trust her. And I really don't know if she had anything to do with tipping, the police off with my Russian stash. And he was like, ain't no way. She ain't no snitch. Okay. So she was like, well, then I think you need to find out who is the snitch. So
and don't come back until you do.
Basically, you ain't getting nada.
Does it look like Noma is just looking for any reason to off Effie at this point?
Because she knows that she doesn't have Kane's complete two things that are a threat to Noma regarding Kane, and that's Monae and Effie. And as long as Effie's around, she doesn't have complete control over Kane.
I don't think that. I think it's more so that she knows that's his weak. That's like his weak spot. Like she knows, like, because Kane keeps showing like he has genuine concern about Effie. Yeah. Like if he wouldn't show it,
keep bringing her name.
He wouldn't even think about Effie.
Yeah, because he keeps bringing her name.
He shows it. Yep. It's like, okay, bet. I know that's one of your weak points. So yeah, I'm about to keep Effie in the game, because when he said it on the last joint, when she was in the bathtub or drinking wine or whatever, she was like, "Why do you care so much about Effie?" And he was like, "Well, you should care about all your employees." And it was just like, really? And I'm thinking about back to when this joint first started, like, y'all ain't care about all y'all soldiers, like. So
and we see what he do.
Monae still don't care. When Kane said something about old boy getting shot, Monae was like, "What that got to do with me?"
Right?
Like, she still don't care.
She don't care. Okay, we see he go hightailing over to Effie's, and basically, he tells Effie that, listen, Noma think that you are the snitch, and in order to get you up under her, I need you to get into the police database and find out who's snitching. And I'm thinking to myself, oh God, here comes another caper. Like, is this the time right now that y'all need to be focused on doing a caper right now? Exactly. I'm like,
not only that, but CJ, now you gave this episode a 9. I need you to explain to me, this whole situation and why this was a good idea. They pulling a caper. They go get the crackhead to help them pull a caper for them to steal or access a police. Like, this whole scene was stupid to me. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't give it a 9. I gave it an 8, and I was going to get to that, but we'll go ahead and get into it. This was the only problem I had with this episode, because it made absolutely no sense at all. And when we get to that scene, I'm going to jump into it more, but it just made no sense at all.
And the fact that they felt like they needed to involve Braden in this, like, Braden's back at the dorm. He's looking at his orders for no lie that there's no orders right now. So his business is dried up. He takes him a little, clear up his sinuses a little bit. and Effie and Kane come busting up in there. You know, Kane talking ish as he do, or whatever, and they need him for a favor. They didn't even explain to him what the job was that he was signing himself up for. They just said we need a job, and when we call, we need you to come.
Yep.
And of course, Braden's like, well, what you gonna do for me? Effie was like, well, I'll give you Course Perfect, which is the knockoff for Course Correct, and all the Ivy Leagues. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so Effie is now giving away her business because she thinks that once she pulls this job, she's going to be out. But Noma never said that.
But
she don't know that.
Kane told her, Kane was like, you can't do that. And she was like, yes, I can. Like, Kane even kind of looked at her like, what the hell are you doing?
I think she want to be done with it all. But
Yes,
the reason why I got Braden involved is because he was the right color.
Bet. Okay, never mind. Caucasian
Now, that's
male.
true.
please
And
come.
really big. Don't be calling my. I thought you was talking about Felicia, and I was like, Felicia wasn't in this scene because she said crackhead, and she was talking about Braden.
Braden is a crackhead.
Braden is.
Braden is a crackhead. Y'all can try to listen. Y'all can fix it up and say coke or crack. It's the same damn thing. It's all about how you cook it. It's the same shit.
All right, Queen Pen. All right, don't be giving out your secrets.
I work for Really B, so I can't divulge. I work for her, so I can't divulge.
No,
We can't give out the recipe, but just know.
We can't give out the recipe.
I work for Really B, so I can't jump into this topic.
That's why you turn your camera on.
Well, your pen. Your pen.
Yeah, get your pen. But yeah, Kane was like, Effie, I don't know if you should do that or not. But she was like, no, she wants to be out of it. She wants to be done with this. So she look at this as a way to give it all back to Braden, and she's out of it or whatever. But I'm thinking to myself, that's not gonna work the way you think because Noma didn't make that agreement. But she acting off of what Kane told her, thinking that okay, she pulled this job that she's gonna be free and clear. No.
Nope.
Monae, look, what you should have done when you got Diana up out of the place, you should put her on a plane and send her to Atlanta and let Miss Janet take care of her. Monae try to take care of somebody. I was like, yeah, okay. You see Monae let the girl at home by herself for hours. For hours. She was like, look, drink this tea. Here go your meds. I'm going to fix you something to eat, and I got to go run a couple errands.
We got to run you straight.
This was crazy right here, too.
And so Diana, all of a sudden, like, this ish got to drop. What we gonna do about her? And Monae was like, listen, I'm finna go. Oh, she left to go talk to Carter. That's where she went. She's like, I'm finna go meet up with Carter. And if he don't give her up, then he gonna be laying next to her. And I'm like, okay, Monae, that's not gonna work or whatever. But I've expected Diana to be a little bit. I mean, I understand she's angry right here, but I actually expected her to be a little bit more emotional. So if she's not emotional, I'm not emotional. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be mean or nothing, but this whole losing the child thing done nothing for me. Done nothing for me. She was pregnant for like 5 seconds. She was pregnant 5 seconds. Now, if she was further along, getting ready to give birth and lost the child, that would have been more impactful. But the fact that she was only a few weeks pregnant and she's lost a baby, like they're not even upset about it. They're over it. I'm over it too.
They're not over it. I mean,
this whole baby storyline, pregnant, it was a waste.
It was. I will give you that. It was a waste.
It was wasted.
It was a waste because the next episode. But and I hate to jump.
We could have done so much more with this. It was like done so much more with this, but this was just a fucking waste.
Like whatchamacallit said, like Tasha said, this was hope.
Hope.
So it was just like we thought we were going to see. Oh, she's going to have the baby. Her and Tariq, they're gonna ride off to the sunset, etc., whatever, whatnot. So I get why everybody was upset with it. Like, but it was just like, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. It was just like, yo, you was no more than what, like a month? Like,
well, I'm gonna say this, like,
okay,
I don't think. So, I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, we're talking about real life. Not a TV show right now. We're talking about real life. Oh, I got the full screen. We're talking about real life. Like, that's long enough for a woman to feel something. But I think the writers did not do a good enough job of making us feel that emotion for Diana.
That's what I'm talking about.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
the writers did not make us feel, because honestly, I didn't feel nothing either. And again, if it were a real person, a friend of mine that went through that, I would have total empathy. But the show did not do, in my opinion, did not do a good job of making us feel that. As far as the Diana thing, if there was any point in time in this whole series to ever believe that your mama is who the hell she say she is, it was this time. You really believe that Monae is going to let this go unavenged? I need you to just sit your ass down for 5 minutes, Diana. Let Monae do what she do. And if Monae don't come through, then fine. Go out there and be what she say she wasn't last week, Colombiana, whatever. Go out there and do your thing. But give your mother a minute, because your mother is that bitch. Like,
she did. She gave her a chance. Remember, she went to go check her.
She didn't. Monae ain't even come back home yet.
She let her go. No, she let her go talk to Carter. Then she texted her and said Carter was no help. Then that's when Diana got up, got the piece, and left.
Diana was already ready to go. She was already trying to get Tariq. She was already ready to go.
Yeah, she waited though.
I just feel like Diana is becoming a female Tariq at this point, and she consistently gets involved when she's not supposed to and makes things worse. Can we not all agree on that?
I agree. I feel like, okay, so I understand what you're saying, really, because I actually felt that too. I actually thought that same thing. But listening to Nails just a while ago, I mean, she's right. Because Monae did send a text back to Diana saying that Carter, but still, that wasn't to say that she wasn't going to do anything else. There was a plan B, but Diana didn't give Monae a chance to get to plan B. So
yeah, that's how I took it.
So Monae goes and meet with Carter, and she was like, listen, one of yours beat down my daughter, and I lost my grandbaby, and I need you to give her up. And Carter's like, this ain't how this works. Like, I come to your place and make demands on you, but it don't work in reverse. Let me deal with mine. You stay out of it. You don't touch her. And I was like, yeah, Monae not going to do that.
Nope.
Monae not going to do that. And I share every single bit of your opinion, really be in your review. I thought that after Carter went and met with Felicia, and she confirmed everything she confirmed, he was going to spin the block back to Monae and say, you know what?
Have
green light.
Right.
Yep, you have her.
That would have been the easiest way to get out of this.
And to get rid of her.
I really think because she has a child might be the only reason why he hesitated.
Okay, so there's the text. Carter's no help, going to Davis for info. So she was working on a plan B, but Diana was like, man, muck this. I'm finna go deal with this right now. And so she gets an unknown call, which is Drew calling. And Drew calling to check in on her, let her know that, I'm okay. I'm finna pull this last caper and I'll be back home. Diana shares with Drew about what happened with her and Felicia and the baby and losing the baby. Drew offers his condolences and promises her that he will fix this as well, knowing that he can't. And she tells him, you can't fix this either, and hangs up on him.
Well, I mean, it to that point, Drew, it was in jail at this point. So I was kind of with Diana. If you don't get off my line, sir, what are you going to do?
I was with Diana on this one. Like, bro, go sit down somewhere.
The dummy could have easily answered the question by telling her what his plan was. But the fact that he didn't choose to share his plan with anyone, they like, what are you going to do, Drew?
And not even that. I'm just not here for this whole. That was another thing I didn't like about this episode.
Stupid.
I didn't like it when they first started to paint Drew to be this badass, iller. I'm trying not to say the word on here, but you get what I'm saying. Like, out here just murking everybody. Like, that's just not. He was the artist. He wanted to, And I guess character change.
I'm gonna disagree. I gotta disagree. Drew been putting in work.
You been putting in work. Okay.
Well, what happened to the lady at the art gallery? Remember a couple of episodes ago, he was at the art gallery. Like, what happened with that?
That was a waste. That was a wasted scene, wasted time, wasted storyline. It
was like one episode type of thing. That came out of nowhere and then
disappeared. We never hear no more about it. We never see nothing else. I mean, come on, Drew.
Really, I'm gonna let you have this scene because you had me laughing in your review about Monae and her safe.
I just don't understand why they keep having a combination to this woman's safe. Didn't she change the lock the last time they went in there and stole her damn gun or money or whatever the hell was in there? How does Diana keep knowing her password? Like, is it her birthday? Like, what the hell? Diana done went up in there, got the daggone gun, because she gonna go handle the situation. Child, Diana is so unbelievable in this situation. Am I the only one that was like, really, Diana?
Yeah, you're not by yourself.
Oh, dirty Diana. She was
When she
going
grabbed the strap, I was like,
Child.
yeah, I don't believe that at all. I was like, you ain't never ever. And I was like, yeah, no.
But you know what? To your point, really, B, she was not capable of, as we know, as we get there, she wasn't capable of firing off. So, to your point, she doesn't have the heart to do it. She doesn't. She's not as gangster as she's portraying herself to be. But
At all.
now, saying things change when.
Wait a minute, go back, because I got a comment about that. All right. So
about adrenaline.
Okay, so going back to the whole weapon situation, was I the only one that went back to OG Power when Tariq had went in the safe and got Tasha's weapon to go take care of Ray Ray? I thought about the same thing here. Is this Monae's registered weapon? Is this her registered weapon that's registered to her?
Probably not.
That Diana has now went and got. It just
not.
made me feel like that just proves just how Diana don't know what she's doing. Like, you going in the safe to get your mom's clean registered weapon versus going to
right, because she does have one that's registered. Because remember when they killed old dude in the house and it was her registered gun.
It was her registered weapon. So that's what made me feel like, okay, Diana, I'm kind of glad you didn't use the weapon because that would have traced back to Monae.
Right.
So
and can I just say, to Xavier's point, her outfit was cute. It was. I'm gotta give it to Diana. It was giving sexy Batwoman. You right.
Yeah, Batwoman.
Yeah,
Wow,
Batgirl.
She felt the need to dress up. And dress
I was just waiting for the little theme song.
Every time
Batgirl.
But no, to Nelson's point, every time Monae goes out to murk somebody, she in the thigh-high boots and the coat and the
Montclair, wear Montclair.
All of them are. We seen Tariq and Bray, and they got dressed up in Louis Vuitton to go take out Noma's henchman.
I don't understand.
You ain't doing that if you trying to take somebody out. So, but
all she did was the cowl and the cape, and she would have been Batgirl going off to pull this cape. So Tariq finds her way over to Miss Pearl's house, and Miss Pearl answers the door, looking like a scared.
He had a burner phone in Jasmine's teddy bear to track them wherever they go.
But we ain't never seen them use that phone. That's another thing.
For their location, to know their location.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe that's okay.
So
I'll let that one ride. I like that one. I'll let that one ride. That the phone that he put in the bear.
Yep.
I'm not letting none of that shit ride. It's stupid.
Because wherever she go, he comes. He appears. Because
and that is not how witness protection works. That's just not how it works.
Tasha should be in like Mobile, Alabama somewhere.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. For her to still be in driving distance, man, stop playing.
She ought to be in Mobile.
Well, I feel like even if they couldn't get her out of the state, I agree she should be Mobile, like somewhere in Oklahoma. But if they were gonna put her close, she should at least be in Syracuse or Buffalo at this point. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's far enough of a drive to get to her. The fact that she's around the corner, what it seems like is like Jersey. Is
I'm sorry.
Yeah, right? She got a point though.
Exactly. That phone is dead. That phone is dead.
Right. I ain't giving them that. I'm not giving them that. Hell no.
Hell yeah, Comstar. That phone is dead.
Okay. I'll leave that alone.
Maybe he talks to Yasmin on it. Yo, this scene right here irritated me. And does it feel like Tasha back in her old place from Power?
That's what it looked like. It looked like that apartment with Ghost had her jacked up against the wall. That's what it looked like.
They told y'all they was strapped. The budget was strapped, y'all. They got to reuse the scenery. You know what I'm saying?
Tasha's like, what are you doing here, Reek? He was like, I just came to check on things. And she was like, you're lying. You lie just like your
Lie
father.
like your father.
I'm nothing like my father. I'm better. Okay. Then why are you here? And then, of course, Yasmin, who's every bit of got to be about 13 now. Yasmin ought to be about 13 by now. Comes running at the room. Oh, Tariq, you're here. I'm so happy you're here. Are you going to stay? Can you come look at my new room? Oh, golly, Tariq.
I know y'all gonna be judgmental of me, but by now she should have had some type of acting classes.
I'm so tired of this little girl. Should be an emotional wreck right now. This little girl should have so many questions. And
Exactly.
when Tariq shows up, she should be acting like how Ashley was acting when Carlton came home. She should be acting like that because Tariq, when you come around, bad things happen. Like your father, your sister don't got unalive. Your father don't got unalive. Your grandma is in rehab. You and Tasha living in low income housing. Y'all got new names. Y'all moving from place to place. And you happy as a lark to see Tariq. Oh, Tariq, come look at my new room.
That's the real question, Dexter. How old? Because that was my question. Because the only thing that bothered me about this scene is I feel like I don't know if they're trying to Gary Coleman her and they're not aging her. I feel like they're keeping her at this same little. And at this point, I feel like she probably should be like 11 or 12 or 13. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but the actress, just like Tariq and Raina grew up on this show, the actress is growing up on the show. She's bigger than what she was the last time we saw her. So I would think that she's preteens at this point.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
She's supposed to be a juvenile delinquent at this point, mad at the world, cussing her mama out, smoking weed. Like she's had a rough life. If anybody got a reason to be mad, it's
her sister gone.
Yeah.
Like they done took her from grandma. Grandma's I don't know what the hell is going on with grandma. It's a lot. She's been through a lot. She should be in some counseling and she should be mad.
And she should have questions.
Right.
And I'm tired of her, Judy Winslow. They do it just like Judy Winslow. Bro, Yasmin, you never see her again.
Hey yo.
He says, Tariq, come look at my room. And then they got the nerve to have Tasha fix Tariq something to eat. And they sit down and have a whole lunch, and Yasmin back there in the room playing with toys. Wow. Yasmin back there playing with teddy bears.
Toys, though.
She playing with toys, and they out there having a full course meal. And Tasha don't fix a whole plate for Tariq and herself.
Tasha ass can't cook.
I'm so sick of fucking Tasha. Take her. Please take her. But let me go ahead and get through the scene. So Tariq goes ahead and tells Tasha about what has happened with Diana and the baby. And Tasha lets him know that, listen, that baby was Hope, but I need you to be smart. I need you to let that family worry about their family, and you work on getting back to yours. And I need you to make smart decisions and be strategic, because unaliving a cop, which he ain't never did, you've always encouraged him. So now the fact that you're telling him not to do it is like, okay, well, you should be told him that. But one thing in this scene right here left me with something interesting to take away from it. Tariq has to be smart mouth. You know, you can't have a conversation with Tariq without him throwing something back up in your face. So he was like, oh, like how you did with Monae, when she was like telling him to be strategic. He was like, oh, when you went in blah blah Monae. And she was like, that bitch don't know I shot her. The way she said it.
Right. They said it for a reason. They said it for a reason.
Yeah, they said it for a reason. The way she said it. Is it possible that that's getting ready to come out?
Yes, absolutely.
And is that how we get Tasha's erasure?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, you know what?
Tasha like a roach. She can't be killed.
Yeah, but why would they put that in there though? Why would they put that in there? And
it's power. I don't try to make sense out of none of this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it would have been better if they would have made it come out. What I would have liked to see is if the baby actually made it, and then what happened is they end up being grandmas and having to raise this grandchild, and they done both tried to off each other. Now that would have been a great twist. I would have watched that. But yeah, now I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they put it out there, but that's why I thought they originally would have done it. that would have made better sense. Y'all got a grandparent and this one child, and y'all both tried to off each other at some point.
I don't know. Just me reaching or me trying to rewrite this show. But I just felt like them having Tasha make that comment seems like that's getting ready to come back and haunt her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just so tired of the whole Tasha thing. Like, we've had enough of her. It's time for them to retire this character. Like, I don't know what else she brings to the story other than being Tariq's conscience. So Tariq gets a text from Davis basically saying, I got what you need, call me. And Tasha noticed that, Tariq had got a call or a text or whatever. I swear it looked like the apartment that Ghost attacked her in.
It does. It does. It when you pointed it out to me, I said, yo, it definitely does. I said, look, 100% the exact same apartment. Like, I didn't even pay attention to you pointed it out to me, and I was like, yo, it definitely does. It looks like the exact same apartment that they was living in when he attacked her, and when he woke up Tariq with the strap in his face, like, wake up, little nigga.
Yep.
So yeah. So I thought the exact same thing after you pointed it out to me.
Why is Tasha still in witness protection? Because didn't Carter threaten to put her out? I would have thought by now that he would have had her kicked out.
But okay, so Carter is city, like maybe even state. Like, he can threaten, but at the same time, he don't have that pull to go federal. Like, he could probably throw it up the flag. He could throw it up the chain to try to get her out, but like at the same time, he don't have that pull. That's federal. So she's in federal protective custody. So to go back to really B, when she said something earlier, when you're in WITSEC, like, they don't guard you 24/7. And for those, y'all can go and look at Benny the Bull when he was out in Arizona. He was doing his thing, etc., whatever. He only got uncovered due to a journalist that was doing something and revealed his location. When you're in WITSEC, like, you're supposed to be in WITSEC. Like, your name just changed, etc., whatever, whatnot. So she's in WITSEC. So they're not guarding her 24/7. People are looking at that that same, last season where Tommy rose up. She was in a safe house, so of course he took out the whatchamacallit. So she's still in WITSEC, but I'm lost. Like, with all of you, I don't understand, like, why she's in the next state over. Like,
man,
you're in WITSEC.
She's in New York.
So what I was saying, I understand what you're saying, but when I say witness protection don't work like that, what I'm saying is, one, they don't keep you that close to, because it's too much of a chance that people who know you will see you. So for her to have been exposed this many times and still be this close to home is ridiculous. Number two, it's only but so many times that you're gonna break the rules and they're gonna keep you there. It doesn't matter what the threat is. And you saw that happen to the other dude, the one that they made, not just Sammy the Bull, but the other dude that they made they made Goodfellas, that's based on Goodfellas.
I know you're talking about Henry Hill.
He kept violating and they put his
Henry
ass
Hill.
out, even though there was still threats to his life. They were like, you keep violating the rules. They gave him once or twice. But both times, that nigga was nowhere near New York. Nowhere near New York. For her to be that close to where she has lived her whole life, that is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That just ain't how that shit works.
And nobody want her. So Carter meets with,
and Tommy is allegedly dead. Ain't that who she hiding from? He's dead, according to them.
Yep. Tommy should have unalived her in season 3. I agree. Support gaming. She should have been gone by now, or at the very least, put out a witness protection. Yeah. She just wasting taxpayer money. Yes, just wasting the taxpayers' money.
We caught this thing right here in our predictions.
We did. We knew that was what Carter was meeting up with Felicia, and she came clean with him about everything that she mucked up. She mucked up everything, and he was like, "Are you using again?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Which
And
lets
he's
you
like,
know she already has a drug problem that they know about.
and he know about she had a drug problem. Yes,
I feel like that was an Easter egg.
Yep. And she shows him the video from the safe house, and she was like, "I got rid of all the rest of it. I deleted the server and everything. This is the only copy." I keep it. I don't know why her dumbass didn't put two and two together when he sent her home and told her, "Don't call nobody, don't go nowhere, don't text nobody until you hear from me." I said, "Oh shit, he sent her up."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, he getting ready to get
rid of
her."
That's why I thought he was gonna call Monae. I thought he was about to call Monae and be like, "Green light."
Man, she should have went home, packed her baby up, and got out of New York, because right then and there, she should have been suspicious. She should have been suspicious. Like, what do you mean I'm on leave? Like, what am I going home for? Like, but that didn't happen.
I figured like he was going to take care of it in his own way.
Yeah.
Like if he had to take her out, he would have did it.
I think he needed time to figure out how he was going to take care of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the fact, if I was Carter, the other thing that would give me pause about her, one, the fact that she's clearly using again, and you know that a crackhead ain't stable. That's number one. Number two, she lied and mucked up the whole situation with Zion, like had a whole civilian take care of what I told you to take care of. But what would have worried me the most, and I said this last week, the fact that, oh, I got the big screen again. Hi. The fact that
hi.
The fact that she went and talked to IAD and didn't tell him about the shit, that would have made me more nervous than anything else. Because I'd have been like, whoa, we know IAD is sniffing around. Why didn't you tell me what was going on beforehand? See, that would have gave me that would have made me way more nervous than any of the rest of this stuff.
Right.
So
I'd have been like,
who got this scene right here?
Okay, well, this is my third problem with this episode.
Okay, all right.
Right here. Like, you ain't gonna make me believe that this child sat outside this police station and nobody noticed the vehicle she's in and watching her. Like, no. Like, come on. Like, Diane, you're not even in that life. You're not even about that life. So you trying to be this
Officer Crackhead didn't know that she was being followed. I'm sorry, Officer Crackhead didn't know that she was being followed.
Exactly.
I thought that was going to happen too, support game, and I thought that Carter was going to deal with her himself.
Yeah, I did.
I thought
did. Now, this is the scene I have problems with the whole episode.
I can have this whole scene right
here. I love this scene.
Where's yours?
Oh God! Well, you can handle it then.
It's all yours.
Right here.
I think I fast forwarded through this scene. I don't even think I watched it. Like I fast forwarded through it.
So got the 7 was because of this scene.
All because Kane had on that policeman outfit from Party City. He got that outfit from Party City.
I loved it. All right.
Not Party City though.
So Braden, Kane, and Effie, they parked outside. I don't know who this cop is, but some cop's house.
They were at Nico's house.
Were they at Nico's?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they were at Nico's house.
I know. I saw the picture.
The other detective on the task force.
On the task force.
You can see the picture.
Okay. All right. So they're outside of Nico's house. The plan is for Braden and Effie. They said they was gonna go and make it look like a home invasion. That's not what happened. So I was confused with that. Anyways, Effie and Braden.
They said if you get hung up, make it look like a home invasion. Like if you can't get out.
Okay, so Braden and Effie, they get to the front door. Braden got blood all over him. They act like, he was carjacked. Nico's wife, she like, I'm married to a whole cop. Basically, I ain't falling for your bull-ish. But eventually she did. She let the man, went to clean his wounds and stuff. She said that, basically Effie needed to clean herself off because she was full of Braden's blood. Sent her upstairs to the bathroom. She goes, turns on the bathroom water, closes the door, and then goes into the next room, finds the laptop, and starts transferring the files to a flash drive. Braden is downstairs, getting cleaned up by Nico's wife. And she tells him, that he's going to need stitches for the cut that he got. And he was like, oh, no. And basically, he should go to the ER. He tells her, that won't be necessary because Effie is going to go get her car that's just a few blocks from there. Then she remembered, she was like, no, but she said that, she was taking you back to you was taking her back to NYU. So she started getting suspicious and she felt like she needed to go check on Effie. So she goes upstairs, she's knocking on the door, calling for Effie or whatever. She's not answering. Effie's in the next room. She sends a text to Kane, basically telling him like now. So then my boo comes to the door.
Not my boo.
Officer Kane.
Woo! Hey, Miss. My God. Okay. All right.
This girl is so silly.
This right here is why I got
to figure out how she didn't see Effie. How did she not see Effie?
That's
Please
what I'm
tell
saying.
me.
If I'm home by myself and if I'm by myself already, anytime I check every room when I walk past it to make sure nobody didn't pop up them other suspicious. I don't know. Maybe again, I might be crazy, but that is just the person I am.
Exactly, Kiwan. Exactly, Kiwan. Why she
So
didn't
the
see
fact
her?
that this woman was in the house with and was already suspicious, got people she don't know, and she ain't checking every room. That's weird to me.
Well, I loved the fact I ain't paid no attention to none of that. If it was inconsistent, ain't make no sense. Guess what? This part did. So my man comes to the door. All right. And he's like, I'm here about a carjacking. And the wife is like, that was real fast. And he's like, yeah, I was in the neighborhood because there's been a lot of carjackings in the area. She's like, oh, what? We live in a real good neighborhood. Then Effie comes downstairs and he was like, were you the one that called? She's like, yeah. So she's coming out. And then he tells the Caucasian male. And this is why I thought this is why they got Brayden, because he said, come on, Caucasian male, because they needed a white boy for this to pull all of this off. But when I tell you I love this scene, I did. This is why it got a 7 for me. Whew.
I'm sorry. All of this is totally unrealistic. And I know it's a TV show, so before y'all slaughter me in the comments, it's a TV show. It's a TV show. I get it. But the fact that her husband is a police officer and the fact that she would not call, text her own husband to come and see about this situation, that she was just dumb enough to let these people in her house.
She said she was Effie was like, no, there's no need for that.
No.
Well, the fact that they kind of stumbled in her house at that
Yeah.
I mean, they did kind of force their way in, but again, that's why you need a ring camera, people, and you don't even let them people inside. You talk to them through the doorbell.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Get all of that. The main question is, how did y'all know to go to that house?
And how did y'all find it?
Exactly.
How did y'all find it when
So
Tariq was calling all around David looking for addresses? Tariq was calling all around looking for address, but y'all knew where Nico stayed at.
Wait, no, I thought it was because of the files. The file, remember what
No.
they
Got the files
You
from
didn't know
here.
about those files till later on.
They just got the files.
Oh,
They didn't get the files yet. So
I have a better question. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying. I just didn't understand. I'm just like, yo,
This scene was goofy
it
as
was
hell.
it
You're
was so
right,
many
Jack.
it was so many
Goofy.
pieces. I'm just like, okay, first of all, how did y'all know to go to, out of all the NYPD, y'all know to go to this crib? Then second, you trying to make me believe Officer Ramirez that got unalived in what was it, season 1
Or 2.
or 2, and he kept this the entire time. He kept his badge and all of this the entire
You know he
time.
didn't keep the badge. You know he didn't keep the badge because he planted the badge into
He
Tariq's dorm
wouldn't have kept
room.
the laptop either. He wouldn't have
But
kept
if
the
you look at the
laptop
ba-
either.
but if you look
especially
at the
if it had-
badge
if it
on
had-
his, but if you look at the badge on this
I
scene,
get
it
it, but
says
that's
Ramirez.
a continuity issue. That's a continuity issue
It
because
says
that's how
Ramirez.
Tariq got set up. Because remember when he unalived Ramirez, he planted the badge in Tariq's dorm room, and that's how he got the charges on Tariq.
But it says Ramirez on his badge.
I understand.
I feel what you're saying. I'm just like, so he just has this like out there, and then I'm just like I said, I'm just trying to figure out, how did y'all know to go to her crib? Like, it should have been like a back scene, something that says like, oh, we could just go here. And it was never showed. And I get it, you know, we got to tie in as we saw from the, you know, the trailer for episode 8. Like it all ties in. Like we got to tie it in. But it was just like, yo, how Kane even know or Effie even know to like, yo, let's go to this crib right here and we'll get the information.
Muck all that. How about the fact that they claimed that they needed a laptop that was connected to the NYPD's database? Looked like all she did was transfer to a jump drive off of the hard drive.
Yep.
Yeah. Because remember, he had a folder on his desktop that said task force on it.
But that's what I'm saying. First of all,
make it make sense.
So Ramirez is the one that's on the task force now, right? That's what y'all are saying. I mean, Nico, right?
Yeah, Nico
is.
So what I'm saying is, if that is his laptop for work that has all of his files on it and all the information he needs, it's not. Why would it be at home?
Why would it be
work every day?
Yeah,
but it's not at home chilling. Like it's not there.
They said we being petty, so we'll move on. But those were just the things. Those were just the things that irritated me about this whole particular scene. That they could have left this. They could have left this. They could have just showed up with the information, and that would have just been. This was just poor comedy.
It was funny when he said, "Come on, Caucasian man."
Caucasian male, please
right,
come.
when he said that was funny, I was like, Caucasian
male, please come.
Yeah, Caucasian male, please come.
I died laughing when y'all pointed it out.
Hey.
For real? And I went back and watched it. I said, "Oh, he did say that."
Hey, that's what I was thinking she was going to do too, Michelle. That she was just going to take the laptop, just take the mug, and just stick it in her shirt, and just leave. Yeah, that would have made more sense. This right here, who got it?
Man, I'll take it. So, all right. So we got Detective Nico and Detective Carter. Detective Carter says, "Yo, on the person who unalived Kamal Tate, and it's a Russian, whatever, stash house, etc., whatever. It the evidence led us to here. They bust in, you know what happens, and Detective Carter's like, hey, he ends up getting this Russian into this room. He slams the window on his arm. Another Russian gets away. They have a whole shootout, and he ends up unaliving him. And when he unalives him, then Detective Nico comes in like, yo, you good? And then he looks like, yo, wait a minute, something's up. Like, something don't make sense. Like, this guy right here is the one that took out Kamal Tate, and he's questioning right then and there. And I was just like, yeah, like this is a cover up. Like,
he felt like someone right with it to begin with, because he was like, why are we going in with no backup?
Yeah, he felt right then and there, and he's just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially because I was trying to figure out, like, yo, how are you going to write this up? Because I was like, yo, you gave this dude a point blank shot to the dome. Like, it's impossible to write that up.
The shot, the trajectory of the shot.
You were
close. But remember, he didn't shoot the other weapon until after he had unalived him. He took the weapon and shot it in the door. So there was only 2 gunshots.
Yeah, so but like even Nico, still.
I felt like Nico was like, something about this ain't right, because there was only 2 shots blasted off. But go ahead.
I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. Like, it didn't make sense, because I'm just like, even if you popped him first and he shot to the door, and then you try to, cover up the fingerprints and put the weapon in strap in his hand, it's just like, still, like, how close you were, like, that's impossible. And just like Nico's just like, okay, yeah, like, really.
And he told Nico to write it up.
Yep.
Yeah, like, you write it up. Go ahead, Trish, you were saying something?
No, I guess maybe you just explained it, but I was just gonna say, does it really matter when you're both dirty cops? Like, you're both dirty, so at this point you're doing dirty things. If I was Nico, I don't even think I would have questioned it. I just would have said, okay, you got the job done. I'll go.
That's why this doesn't make sense to me, that he would be he would be the one that's questioning it, because the ironic part about it, going back to what I was saying earlier in the episode, was that Nico is the one who has the issue with all this, and Kamal was getting ready to stitch on him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, what are we doing here? We're both dirty. Why are we asking so many questions? We're dirty.
Yeah. Why are they making him be the one to ask the questions? Right. I said the same thing.
I looked at it as that, like they're dirty, but it's to a point where, like,
honor amongst thieves, I guess.
They all know the information, so it was just like he didn't know the information, so it was just like, yo, he's trying to cover up something else that he's not telling us.
Right, he hiding something.
Because I feel like if they knew, I mean, he probably could have told them like, yo, I took out Tate. But at the same time, it was just like, yo, they don't know. And he's just like, yo, something else is going on. So I feel like that's what it was.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so Drew gets a note in his cell. It's nighttime at the jail. He gets a note giving up Roman's location. And Drew don't sit here and took the pillowcase and made him a noose or whatever it is that he made. And I'm like, this is becoming Drew's signature method of unaliving people.
Retro.
Yo.
Not to interrupt you. I just noticed it. Did you notice that was the same guy from the yard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same. The prison guard.
I just noticed that when you ran it back. I was like, it's the same dude.
Not only is it the same dude, but it's also the same dude when he first went to jail. And when Nico met with him out there in the yard, it was the same guard that let him in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he's one of them. He's part of the dirty crew. All right. So then he unlocks Drew's cell, and I guess, Roman, you didn't realize that your cell was unlocked? You didn't hear that your cell was
praying or something, right?
I thought he was doing something else, but we'll go with praying.
I thought he was praying.
He was praying.
My nose. He strangled the man while he was praying.
No, I don't think he was praying, but we'll go with that for censorship. So Drew goes in and strangles him, and then he ties him up to make it look like he relieved himself. Yep. Diana done pulled up to old girl house, and she's just, I'm trying not to be petty, but she's literally parked right in front of the lady house. So the lady should see her when she come out to put the trash out.
Now, I will say clearly she didn't listen, because if somebody tells me, stay inside your house, don't talk to nobody. First of all, like you said, I would have got the dipping. But if I didn't get the dipping, that Ring doorbell would have been on. I wouldn't have took out no garbage. I would have been locked inside my house like it was a fortress until the Ring doorbell confirmed the right people was on the outside.
Exactly.
Felicia thinks she a badass.
Yeah, she don't came in. She didn't work.
But she's King Kong. That's why she on that
shit. Got shit on her.
Right.
Especially when she off that
Hey, Xavier, I said the same thing too. Like, getting rid of Felicia may be a bigger problem for them, because now IAB gonna come around sniffing around. She was just in IAB questioning last week, and now she's mysteriously unalive. Like, that means,
which is why Carter might have been like, no, we're gonna sit on it for a minute.
That's right. Don't get rid of her. Oh, that's a good point.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So I'm assuming that at this point Diana gets out of her car. I don't know how she would have been able to slip past Felicia, considering the fact that she was right across the street. But
yeah,
Can I say that she moved like Jesus? She moved like a thief in the night. Okay.
Batwoman.
She moved like a thief in the night.
Listen, no conversation should have been had here.
Thank you.
Absolutely no conversation.
None.
It should have been blah blah, and that was it.
Thank you.
She should have
But
did a
raise
rock.
your hand if you already knew that Diana ain't have it in her to pull that trigger. Just raise your hand. Just exactly.
You're not by yourself. I figured that same thing. I'm trying to figure out if you never been, if you weren't in the life, didn't want to be in her life. How did you know how to break into her crib?
She didn't break. She
no
went in when the door was open when she took out the trash.
Yeah, she went.
Oh, she went through the back though. Because remember when she comes back in, she hears that back door open. How did you know how to break in her crib?
Nah, I kind of feel like Nails too. I feel like she slipped in the front door when she went out to take trash.
Diana gives me that chick that be, when they do them like laser challenges and she be going.
None of this shit makes sense. None of this shit makes sense.
How? Like it doesn't make sense.
None of it.
Like she's coming. She's already in the kitchen and she's coming back because remember the scene. She looks at the back door.
Well, my whole thing is, regardless of how she got in the house, when she saw her, blah blah, and that should have been
exactly. And not only that, you should have had a silencer on it.
And she let her talk her way. Now, Diana, you don't want to do this. Diana, it's okay. Diana, I'm just going to move a little closer to you, Diana. Diana, put the gun down. Diana. And then she disarms her. And they tussle.
This is why this episode was a 6 for me.
She puts a plastic bag over her face and she tear the bag. Just tear the bag.
just
and all of a sudden she picks up an iron skillet and she cooked her brains for dinner.
And cooked her, huh?
Cook.
How did she get in the house like a thief in the night? Right. You on right.
Then she sees the toys. And all of a sudden she instantly like, oh my gosh, she has a child. So leave.
Right, as if y'all haven't unalived people with kids before. If you don't go sit your ass down, Diana, somewhere.
Leave. Just leave.
I think that's the most frustrating part about this episode. Know what to do.
Not only does she pick up the toys, but she gonna sit on the steps. She gonna sit on the steps and chill. The lady is laying in the kitchen, unalive, and she got a little Nerf ball in her hand.
It was all types of
DNA,
everything.
Her synthetic hair all over the house. Synthetic hair all over the house. All over the house. Synthetic hair.
Not synthetic. She at least had human. She had the yaki. Don't do that.
Oh my god! You know Diana can afford it. She got them easy.
Well, whatever it is, Brazilian yaki, whatever, synthetic hair, whatever. It's all over the house. It's all over the house. She done been all over that lady's house. She's sitting on the steps playing with a Nerf ball. She done called Tariq. Her fingerprints all over the place. Took the gloves off that she had on. And I'm like, Tariq, who car you driving? I know I'm being petty, but whose car is it?
That's a great point.
Don't know. Tariq's like, I'm on my way.
He got his car back, remember?
No, he didn't. He sold it.
He sold it.
Oh, that's right.
Him and Brayden sold their cars for work.
Yeah.
So the little boy's upstairs in the room, sleep. And she said, well, what are we going to do about this? Pull the door up and leave? Now, I ain't going to say what I said off camera, but pull the door up and leave. That's what y'all should have did.
I feel like,
first of all, she should have never been in that house. When she saw toys or whatever,
right,
those toys could have been left. Like, girl, if you don't get, even if you call Tariq from outside. Why are you sitting in this woman's house chilling? You didn't know she had a baby, so you don't know if she got a boyfriend, girlfriend, cousin, uncle,
or husband
roommate.
that's coming home. Right?
You don't get right. If you don't get your ass out that house,
it was
the
just
little boy comes to the stairs. Mommy.
No, it was I'm your mommy's friend. I said, why are we talking to him? That made no sense.
Why were you still there? They should have never even still been there.
That was the whole point. That too, but now the baby comes down. I'm running out because he gonna be able, I don't give a damn. That baby young. But when he get older, he gonna still be able to identify their face.
You know what he gonna say? Little buddy, what did you see?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I was scared for the little boy.
Black girl with long hair.
I would nail.
Boy.
I would nail for a second. I was scared for the little boy. I was scared.
I was scared too. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared too, especially when they
called
Monae.
For it too. I was scared for
I was like,
she was like, I'll take care of it. I was like,
exactly how?
Okay.
I was like, please don't tell me y'all about to unalive the little boy. Like,
we work with your mommy. We work with your mommy. Do you like bedtime stories? Great. We'll be right up to read. Little buddy, what did you see? black girl with long hair.
Yeah.
Black boy.
Wait, a black girl with Brazilian yaki read a story feed.
Just stupid.
Read
This was
me a
just wrong.
bedtime story.
Oh God.
Read me a bedtime story. Gave me milk and cookies and tucked me in. That's what I saw. That's what he saw. That's what he saw. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Get out.
Right.
Get out. They sitting here having a whole argument, a whole conversation. They don't went took a shower, fix something to eat, remodeled the lady's house, pick what room they're gonna move in. They don't do everything at this lady's house but leave.
Right.
Exactly.
But leave.
Exactly. Everything but leave.
Everything but leave. They don't even invite company over. Hey, yo, we having a party over here. Y'all ever seen Bring It Down the House where Queen Latifah invited all her friends over?
Oh my God.
Yo, they don't have a whole gathering at this lady house. Effie, I would be printing none of this shit off on my computer. I'm like whoever said in the comments, I would have took the laptop and took it home with me and I would have destroyed it afterwards. She's sitting here printing out classified police files on her printer and laptop at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
In Kane's crib.
In Kane's place.
From someone who, might be government, they can't track that?
That's what I said. That's why I said what I said. Even me, I don't have a government issue.
I mean,
company issued equipment, but it's called VPN. It's called VPN. Maybe they can see what all you do on your laptop. They can see when a flash drive is plugged into it and when something's transferred from it.
No, I feel
That's
I don't
too
know.
much like common sense.
I mean, they can.
And
Never mind.
I'm sorry, but this is being petty too.
Do you need to get your light fresh?
This is being petty too. Why would Detective Nico?
Detective
Nico have a file on himself? Why would he have a file on himself? The information that she got off his computer included information on him too. Really?
Well, he didn't really have the file on himself. He just had it on the task force, but it just showed like how they were manipulating the bus that they were getting. Like they were taking money, because remember she told Kane like, hey, they said, oh, hey, they got certain amount of money from the bus, but she left the bread, the backpack full of money, so she know it should have been more. So
well, I see why IAB was talking to Felicia. Shit, she got 6 complaints, or is that 8? She got 6 complaints on her.
She got a bunch of complaints.
Yeah, it looked like 2015. She had a lot of complaints on her in 2015.
Exactly. And that, when I saw this scene right here, it made so much sense when Carter said, "Yo, are you using again?"
Yo, she got a lot of excessive force, abuse of authority. Like, yeah, she got a lot of complaints. Hey, Nico got some complaints on him too, but we can't see what he's
what's so terrible? The fact that they still had a damn job.
Exactly.
And they got 14 damn complaints.
Exactly. Yo, I see why IAB was talking to her ass. She got a shit ton of complaints on her ass. It does, Dexter. It has too many plot holes for us. It's just ridiculous. So they get back to Kane's house, and for somehow, some way, they were able to find something that was useful for Noma. And instead of them finding any CI information, there was no informant, there was no snitch, there was no paperwork on that. But what Effie was able to figure out was the information on the bus, the Russians didn't include all the evidence. So she knew right then and there that, okay, they dirty because they didn't log in the money that I left behind. Mm-hmm. Kane's like, this'll work. I'm going to get this over to Noma right away. Kisses her on the forehead.
Not the forehead kiss. That's
friend zone kiss.
That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
That was a friend zone kiss.
I won't say friend zone, but.
And she was like, do you want me to stay tonight? Do you want me to be here when you get back? You're like, that's up to you if you want to stay. I'm like, okay. Well, he won't be here when you get back. She won't be here when you get back. He gets in the elevator and calls Monae. Like, Monae, I feel like he should have had questions for Monae about this already, about her being wrapped up in this task force. But I guess.
But he didn't know. He didn't know about the task force because remember when he came to the.
This is when he figured out who Felicia was. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he said, "I hope you're not wrapped up in it."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he hauls ass over to Noma, and Noma's like, "What am I looking at here? What is this? What is this? I can do nothing with this. Is this what you bring me, Dusty?" And
Not Dusty though.
that's what she called him.
That's what she called him, Dusty.
Dusty, what is this? I can do nothing with this. Tell your little girlfriend that she's on the clock, and I expect her to get the Russians back in order. And Kane's like, but, there's no buts. If you don't have anything else for me, you can leave. And
Good
so,
day.
and so that's when he was like, marry me. And she was like, huh? What?
What?
And that came out of nowhere. Like that just came out of left field. Like what?
Yeah. Just like that was the only thing he can come up with, because obviously his ace in the hole didn't do nothing for him. The information he took over there, he thought that was going to be enough to get Effie out of the game or whatever, but he saw that wasn't going, so he had to switch it up. And plus, he's trying to run interference with Davis, because Davis gave her options on the business. So now he's putting his option on the table and said, "Well, I got one better for you. Marry me, and then you'll get your U.S. citizenship. I'll sign whatever paperwork I need to sign. But only thing I ask in return is you let me keep everything I built since Mecca's been gone, and I'll give you your citizenship." And she was like, "Is that all you want?" And then she takes him to bed.
So you know what? And this is so random, but somebody brought this up much earlier on. So does that mean Anya's not a U.S. citizen?
I guess not.
She on a student visa? What are we doing?
She's probably on a student visa.
Oh, okay.
Or she may have been born here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not if
Noma
Noma's
may have
not
had her in the United
States. Her
States.
dad, because wasn't her dad Italian? So
Yep.
if Noma's not a U.S. citizen and her dad is Italian, I don't know how that works, but it seems like she's never had residency here.
I don't think it matters
If she's born in the United States, she's a U.S. citizen.
Oh,
Yeah.
It don't matter who her mama and daddy is. If she was born here,
You don't know
she's
who
a
her mama
That's how a lot of them do it. Actually, they'll have their kids here.
So the smart move, if that's the case, then the smart move would be for Noma to put the business in Anya's name. So I kind of lean towards maybe
that would be
Anya
the
is-
smart thing.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. But I don't
Right.
think Anya is a citizen too. I'm going with Trace. I think she's on a student visa. But we're not
Yeah, I don't
expecting
think
to
she's a
think that far
citizen,
in
but
the
I'm
head.
just saying.
Yeah, I don't think they expect us to think that far into it. No, it's like, do you want to go to bed now?
Yeah, but she wasn't born into the U.S. You got to remember, she lived her life overseas, and because Anya explained it that she brought her over here to after the unaliving
After the
of her
father
father.
of the
yeah,
got unalive,
and she
yeah.
brought her over here. So, like, that's the only reason why she's over here.
Right.
Yep. Do you think that she's going to take Kane's offer?
Yeah. Because Kane is so busy trying to prove after the whole Davis situation.
And I'm smart too.
Yeah, that I'm smart too. So he's like, yo, and that's why he said, you get the paperwork up, we can marry me, and I'll sign it, etc. Whatever. He's trying to show how smart that he is and valued. Like, he's not a worker, like, I'm your equal.
Effie WhatsApp Kane and was like, how did it go? Are you on the way? No response. And I guess they have no previous messages.
Bam, boom.
I guess they had no previous messages.
I've been saying this since-
Isn't that an iPhone? Shouldn't she know if he read it or not?
That's a
Nah,
WhatsApp.
that's not iPhone.
It's a WhatsApp. She said WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp.
I know in my WhatsApp when people read my messages.
I do too.
Right.
if they have the read receipts on, but I mean, I don't know.
But keep in mind, she had just texted him earlier and told him now. Remember when she texted him at the police officer's house for him to come on in? She doesn't want her daughter to touch the business. Yeah, I get that part, Michelle. But in order for her to put the business, all she needs right now is just citizenship. So if her daughter was a U.S. citizen, it would be ideal for her to put the business in the daughter's name, even if the daughter didn't know about it. So Kane doesn't respond to Effie's message, and Effie knew right then and there that he ain't coming home.
What I've been saying.
This right here, I don't know who's gonna take this one because this is stupid. I'm sorry, we've been wanting to know about Effie's mom.
Right.
We don't care now. We don't
Now
care
your
now.
mama calling you.
We got 3
I'm
episodes left.
saying-
The show is over. Who the fuck cares about Effie Mama right now? We don't care.
Exactly. Why are you opening up this whole new
Fuck
storyline?
that
Like,
bitch. We don't care
we
about
don't
her. We
care.
should have met her. We should have met her 6 years ago. Like, fuck her. We don't care.
I get it, but remember, I've been telling y'all since the beginning of this season, Effie's mom was going to come into play. I've been saying that since day one.
I thought we've been saying that Effie's mama and daddy she was an orphan. I thought that was the
No,
whole.
I
That's
said
what
that
they've
was a
been telling
lie.
us. That's
I
what
kept
they've been
saying that was a
telling us.
lie.
Yeah,
Like
they've been
that was her
telling us
lie.
that from
That
day
she-
one that Effie was an orphan.
Yep.
Like,
I kept saying we're
understand
going to see.
What is the point?
I mean, I get it because we're at episode 7, so like we should have saw this beforehand, like maybe like 4 or 5. We should have saw this.
No, we should have
whole
saw this
thing with her
before this
mom.
season.
But
When
I
they was
kept
in
saying
that
like Effie
season-
mom's gonna come into play.
Bro, if they wanted to bring Effie's mom into the story, they should have did it when they had that episode at Stansfield where they were talking about their backgrounds. And remember how they was like, step forward if you was this, step forward if you that. And when they were talking about her being an orphan and all this stuff, that would have been a perfect time to introduce Effie's mom to the story. Not 3 episodes before the fucking show is over. We don't care about that bitch. Like, she don't bring nothing to the story right now. We don't care.
Oh damn.
Right.
I'm sorry, but that just irritates me. That just irritates me that we got so many other plot holes. We got so many other loose ends that need to be tied up. Y'all gonna introduce a new fucking character 3 episodes before the show is over.
Tell them why you mad, bro.
I'm telling you why I'm mad. Fuck that hoe. We don't care about her.
Damn.
But I can agree
My
with
mama.
I can agree with Retro. She didn't need to be introduced. We've been asking for this for a while, and that was stupid. And y'all a little late, especially if this is the final season. But I think it was DeMarcus or it was somebody that put it in the chat. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but somebody put it. We're not gonna get what we want. A lot of these people are still gonna be around. The season's not gonna end with all these unalivings that we think we.
I have a
were.
feeling
Now
this
that
is
my
the
rant-
Easter egg.
Now that my rant is over, I will say this. This has purpose if they are going to spin Effie off into a new show.
Yes, right.
This serves purpose.
Well,
If that
remember,
is
it's
not
been
the case-
rumored that the next power is going to be over in London or wherever. So, and I'm
Hey,
not
yo,
talking about origins.
wanna
I'm talking about
stand
after this.
Naaman, thank you. What happened to Elisa Marie Proctor? She was supposed
I've
to be in
been
this season.
waiting, and I'm thinking like, yo, I'm guessing maybe she's going to come the next episode, maybe 9, because she sure enough was supposed to be in this season.
Yeah, she was supposed to be in this season.
So
I don't know what the purpose for her would be. She's more tied to a Tommy character than Tariq. Unless she be the one to end it all for us. I don't know. That's the shit that just get me upset. Monae get back to the house, right? She been gone all day.
All day long.
all day long.
And she's I guess the combination to her safe is her birthday. Everybody in the house knows.
Must be. Everybody got it. Everybody just know what it is.
And she instantly know where Diana went. But how does she know? Maybe they have Life 360 on their phone.
No,
Maybe they have Life 360 on their phone and they can track each other and see where each other at.
So-
Because how the fuck she knew where she was at?
the first time I watched it, I thought that same thing. But then I went back to when she sent the text to Diana and said she was going to hit up Davis. So I figured we didn't see the scene. She hit up Davis.
Good point.
Davis was the one who gave her the information. And
Good
when she
point.
saw that, she knew immediately, like, yo, she got the address to
Good point.
Alicia crib, and she went to go handle her business. Because she said, yo, I'm about to hit up Davis. Because even when she showed up at the crib, I was like, yo, how she even know? That's the 2 and 2 I put together, that she hit up Davis, and Davis was the one. Because remember, Tariq, the same day, well, matter of fact, the next day in the same clothes, he hit up Davis about, like, yo, I need this information on Shorty. So I figured that's what it was.
All right, Trees, get on in here and talk about your dude.
All right.
Oh, I mean, this was a little scene, but I get to you. Okay.
What's
So
that? real fast. I didn't want to interrupt y'all, but I got to go do mommy duty. So
bye, mommy. Bye. We'll see you next
Bye,
week.
mommy.
So yeah, y'all. So Tate, y'all know he up here and he talking to what's the I want to call him Jack, but his name is not Jack. His name is Carter. So
I ain't got no problem with you making up names. You know, I don't care.
Right, he up here talking to Carter.
I really be somebody call to you. Call to you. You know she'll give anybody a name. She'll give anybody a name. Their name don't even be close to what their real name is. She'll call him Alex. Where the hell did you get Alex from, Really B?
No, look, if you watched our live earlier today, Really B was giving everybody new names, and we were like, "Who are you talking about?" But anyway, so anyway,
She's
Carter.
done good with this though. She has done good. I have to give her this. She has done very good with this one.
Well, because she uses crackhead and other men.
Okay, that's right. That's true. That's true. That's true. Because I said this is the best that she's ever done with names.
But no. So basically, we see Carter. He lets Tate know he found the guy. He shows him. They standing over the unalive body of the Russian guy that Carter took out that we saw, and Tate spits on him, and I was like, well, that's nasty, but
that was so extra. Extra.
But basically he lets him know, like, look, thank you so much for finding this guy and clearing it up, and he's like, and now I'm indebted to you, so basically I kind of owe you a favor. And I think this was said for a purpose, because I think as things are closing in on Carter, this is just my assumption, what I got from watching it, I think that he's gonna pull that plug or pull that card and say, Tate, I need you. That's just I
think Tariq gonna blow his spot. Tariq gonna blow his spot when Tariq find out the happenings and Tariq is all knowing. So once he figure out everything, Tariq gonna blow his spot, and they gonna end up getting rid of Carter, and they're gonna use Tate some kind of way to get rid of Carter. Okay, so he gets the text from Drew, I guess. No, that's from Drew, because it says Roman problem is solved.
I thought
Roman problem is solved. We need to talk about Diana.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Drew?
Yeah, that's Drew.
That's
from the burner phone.
I thought for some reason I thought that was Nico texting him saying.
I did too, until we need to talk about Diana, because keep in mind Nico doesn't know about the whole Diana situation.
Right.
So that came from Drew. And so he was like, all right, Tate, that's it. Peace out. So Drew comes out and start telling. And I'm going back to Really B's point last week, and we talked about this, and we were all in agreement. Y'all could have gotten rid of your Carter problem by simply letting Roman do what he needed to do.
Right.
But yet and still, you're in a deeper hole with Carter than you were before you went in.
I mean, they could
have
you
implicated your mama and your sister in an unaliving.
I mean, they could have, but at the same time, you got to think about it. It's a prisoner.
Stupid ass.
It's a prisoner speaking on a cop. So they're going to go into that thinking like, okay, like 50-50. Like, not saying it's going to fall on deaf ears, but it's just like, yo, this is a prisoner who's trying to do any and everything he can to get out of prison, out of jail. So he going to make that up.
Okay, so you might be right, Dan. I thought it was a group text. It's not. Okay, you got 3 new voicemails. Drew, these hurt. Meet me at the hospital. See, I felt like that was a group text that went out to the whole family. And that was 12 hours ago. 9 hours ago. Call and say you're okay. That's stupid. But like I said, maybe they turned their life 360 on. He found out where his family was. Yeah.
I didn't think that. I think it was just because his phone, like I said, he was in jail, so his phone was off. So
all his messages are coming in. Yeah, all his messages
was coming in. And when he saw that, joint from
Monae, I feel like
it's
it's kind of stupid for Monae to be sending him this message knowing that he's locked up.
No, she didn't know.
But she didn't
Because
know. She didn't know.
she
where
didn't
he
know.
was.
Remember, she asked Carter, "Where's Drew?"
Right.
And he told her, "Well, Drew is on a mission or assignment for me." She didn't know where Drew was.
That's why she said call or say you're okay.
Yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know he was in jail.
I'm mad he got Monae saved in his phone as
She didn't find
Monae.
out.
If you remember, Drew wanted to stay there. I don't think he was supposed to be there that long. But then he was like, "Oh, leave me in here because the ox is roaming."
I'm gonna take care of that for you too. That's a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was in a lot longer than he was supposed to be.
Diana
even
went to
still,
handle
she didn't know.
herself. Call me now. They sit here in the lady living room.
Just talking. Just
This
talking.
is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous, y'all. So ridiculous. I
This
can't.
is what I'm talking
I
about.
fast forwarded through so much of this episode because I was like, I just cannot. I just cannot.
Playing in our face. Playing in our face is what this is called.
Monae comes through and she's like, "What's going on here? Oh my God. Listen, y'all need to get out of here. I'll handle all this." But it's too late now. It's too late. Carter comes in and holds them at weapon point and basically tells them that, "Listen, I told you not to do anything. Y'all done messed up the situation. Y'all better be glad Drew did what he did, or otherwise y'all all will be going down for the unaliving of a police officer." He picks up Monae's weapon. He's got one on Drew and one on them. And basically he's like, "Well, because of Drew, y'all get to walk away from this situation right here. Drew did what he was supposed to do. He know the rules." And gave up Noma as a supplier. And he was like, "Red, so you'd rather protect the plug instead of your kids."
Can I
But
tell
not
you?
realizing that she was protecting her kid because she was protecting Kane.
She was
Yep.
protecting Kane, yeah. Not realizing that, yes, correct.
Yeah, I don't even think Carter noticed that.
Yep. That's why Monae she ain't got no cards to play right now, because she tried to protect one, but she feels like she can control the situation with Drew and Diana because they're close to her. Kane's not. So she got to do whatever she can do to protect Kane from afar. And so that's why she's been kind of like, being silent-lipped about all this. But I'm thinking to myself, Carter, you worried about Red. You need to be worried about Tariq. That's your problem.
Yep.
So Tariq was like, or what?
Because he knew.
So basically he was like, you need us to do this or what?
Yep.
So basically he's calling Carter's bluff, like, yeah, you're not gonna get rid of us because you need us right now. So once Tariq get some information, some intel, but I feel like Carter got Tariq over a barrel too. Tariq think that he slick got it lit. He don't, because keep in mind he got that video of Tariq.
Yeah, I don't think he know
on
about
Alive
that.
in Zion. See, Tariq
He
don't even know that
about
video
that.
exists.
Yeah,
He don't know
true.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
Carter could really leak that video to Zion people. Like, there's so many different things he could do with that video.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's just so many different things he could do with that video to end his
Exactly.
Tariq problem.
You make so much sense, because after they met up, we didn't hear nothing about it.
Thank you, Xavier. That was one of the things I was upset about with this whole Carter situation. So Carter just instantly stopped investigating Tariq and started focusing on Tejadas.
Yep.
When the whole purpose of him coming on the scene was him to investigate Tariq for Agent Young's unaliving. We just forgot all about that.
We just forgot all about that. The writers forgot about it.
Everything.
Paz forgot about it because she
Yep.
came back and checked in with him about
Right, we ain't
what's
seen
going on.
Paz ass. We don't know where she at.
And
But this
Tariq-
scene right here, I was
Tariq
like,
got that "I'm gonna get you sucker" look on
Yeah.
his face.
I was like, yep. I was like, it's a wrap. I was like, it's a curtain. I was like, you don't know what Tariq did with the dirty cop before. I was like, but he's sure enough about to come up with a plan to take you out. Just the way he sat there and looked, I was like, yeah, it's a wrap.
Tariq is a
Carter.
clown.
Yeah, Tariq was
He
giving
looks
him
just
that
like
Tariq
little clown face. But Monae has lost all control, but I think she's going to get it back with Tariq. But again, Tariq ain't safe in this situation as he think he is. That's why I feel like they have to use Tate to take out Carter.
I would hope that's the way he gets taken out. I honestly feel like some way somehow, like if it's not if Tate doesn't go to him, Tariq is going to go to Tate, and he's going to be the one that presents that to him.
And I'm all here for more Tate.
But at the same time, I feel like Tate's not going to be in the series that much because like we're just getting him now and in the 7th episode. So it's just like I'm kind of torn. Like especially the way how they ended it, and he was just like, "Oh, okay, you got him. All right, good. Thank you. You should have told me because I would have took him out, etc., whatever." And then he just walked off, and that was it. So
Nico's a key player in all this. I just don't know how he's going to be.
Nico's going to make his side deals.
Nico got something to do with the wrap up of this. Nico's going to have something to do with this.
I think he's going to snitch. I think he's going to snitch and somehow get Carter wrapped up. Yeah, I think he's going to be the person to get Carter wrapped up.
All right, so let's talk about next week. And I don't even know what to say. Another episode about Carter.
I mean, he got to cover his tracks. Like, it is what it is.
What is it that he wants from Noma? Because originally I thought he wanted to just add Noma to the list of drug dealers that he was shaking down. But it sounds like he wants to get Noma locked up.
So from what I took from it was that he was mad about Monae lying about her supplier because he looks at it as like Monae and them, like they're small time. He wants the bigger fish. So he takes, Noma down and like, that adds to his jacket, like, etc. or whatever. Or maybe he makes a deal with with Noma where excuse me, like he can keep getting money in, like I can get a percentage. So I'm not even sure.
I think he's on some weird like Robin Hood vibe where he's like, I'm gonna avenge all those innocent people that live there, that got their lives ended, and I'm trying to take down the big guy. And I don't know. It's a weird Robin Hood theory I get from Carter.
So of course, they all meet over at Monae's bar or whatever to try to come up with a plan of how they're gonna get from up under Carter. And, Tariq's like, I got this. Let me do the thinking for everybody. And
right, because of course Tariq is smarter than everybody in the room, and he's gonna have the answer.
Right.
Yep. Now, here's the better question. Is Noma going to take Davis's deal or Kane's deal? Which deal does she take? But judging by the preview, I feel like she's going to take Davis' offer.
Because Davis ain't trying to marry her. And
Davis not trying to marry her,
And he said, well, he can't because he still ain't divorced.
Well, not only that, but, Davis is in it for the money. Davis trying to get to the money.
Right.
And I feel like if anything happens to Noma, it's a cash out for Davis.
But that's the thing. That's why I would think Noma would marry Kane, because he's just in it for equal opportunity at this point. He wants to be her equal, a partnership, like he said. Whereas Davis
says that Noma gonna take Kane's deal. I feel like he's gonna take Davis's deal.
Because Davis is just like she said,
take Kane's deal.
Yeah, because she can't trust Davis. That's the problem. Davis is only I hate to say it, Davis is a male, like a growner male Effie. Like he's only about himself.
I think he's gonna take Kane's deal also because it's a stick it to Effie. Remember, she got a thing for Effie. Like
okay.
That's
so do you think that Davis is playing both sides right here? So when Tariq and Monae roll up on Davis, and Davis is like, Tariq was like, your loyalty should be to me, and Davis was like, F you, my loyalty is to myself. I'm about to money.
I looked at it as more so she's going to take Kane deal because Kane is in her life. Davis isn't.
Yeah.
Like Davis ain't really in that life, so it's just like,
or is it a possibility that she takes both of their deals? Because keep in mind, this ain't got nothing to do with it. Kind of does have something to do with her illegal business, but she's trying to put a face on her legit business. and get that money flowing for them government contracts. So I feel like she may take Davis's deal on that, and maybe she'll take Kane's deal to marry him and control Effie. I don't know. These writers so damn stupid. Ain't no telling what direction they're gonna go in with this. But this conversation between Tariq and Monae I found interesting because it sounds like Davis is flipping on Tariq.
Yeah. Because they was trying to get info on Noma, and he was like, "Yo, I'll just say."
Noma's my client.
Tariq said to him, he was like, "Nah, Negro, you work for me." Like.
But yeah, this goes all the way back to episode 1 when, "Be safe, little brother. Are you good, little brother? I've been worried about you, little brother." This goes all the way back to just a few episodes ago. They were best friends. Now all of a sudden, Davis out here for himself again, throwing Tariq up under the bus. Got it. Makes sense. See, that's what I was thinking too, Xavier, that she could use that to insulate themselves. This is an interesting scene right here. I couldn't figure out what the purpose of it is. Nico meeting with Kane and Noma.
Oh, I figured that out immediately. Because remember, he goes to Nico's wife's house. So his wife tells him exactly what happened. And she says, "Oh, it was Officer Ramirez. It's a camera setup." And she sees Kane. I mean, he sees Kane. It's just like, yo, like, what's the... And that's where this whole meeting comes in. And I'm thinking like Nico's like, "Yo, I got you on camera, like coming to my house, doing this whole setup thing." And this is where they have some type of, I guess, dealing to where like they come across each other.
I like that, DeMarcus. I like that. They're going to use Nico to be a corkscrew to get them to flip on Dawn. So this might be the groundwork right here.
I won't be surprised.
Yep, this is the groundwork.
I won't be surprised.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I won't be surprised.
Obviously, Drew is playing Carter.
Of course.
But Drew's working his own angle. But I think he's going to end up ultimately working with the family to help take down Carter from the inside as well.
Right.
Yeah.
What is this that they're looking at
Carter is in the van. Now, I'm curious to see who is it that goes into this, whatchamacallit, I guess, I don't know, restaurant, bar, etc.
Yeah.
Carter is watching. Because Carter
looks like Davis, Kane, and Noma, right?
It could be. But he's watching somebody. Carter's watching somebody on this video.
Okay, don't you think at this point we're on episode 8? We're on episode 8 with 3 left.
Right. 3, you need 2.
Well, I'm talking about 3 with episode 8.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it time for some major characters to be dropped off?
Right.
It's time for us to start losing some characters. Right now, we haven't lost one major character.
Well, that's what I told you. Somebody said that earlier in the chat that we about to be disappointed because nobody's going away.
Oh, Dexter, which of the major characters will transition?
I already told y'all. I didn't think Effie was gonna make it, but now with them introducing her mom and stuff, maybe she is. But I told y'all at the beginning of the season, I didn't think Effie was gonna make it.
I didn't think Effie was gonna make it either, but
I don't think Kamal's a major character. I don't look at Kamal as a major character.
That is not a major character. We saw him 5 times in 4 seasons.
Don't do that to brother.
Between 2 shows. Between 2 different shows.
Like, the most we saw him was when Tate was sleeping on his couch. That was the most we saw him.
Exactly. We didn't know he existed until that episode. What are you talking about? We didn't know he existed.
This is the same. Exactly. I am so interested in
Monae and Tariq versus Kane and Noma.
Yep. I'm so see how they're gonna work.
Do you see this as they're finally all gonna get on the same page?
Yeah,
all work together
because Carter has something on all of them. So Carter is the main goal, and they got to eliminate him somehow, some way. But I'm just curious to see like how they're all going to interact, because especially with Monae, she ain't even rocking with Noma. So that's my main joint. I just want to see how they're going to interact in this whole scene right here.
Okay, so DeMarcus has put his first death prediction out on the table. He says we're going to lose Effie and L next episode.
Well, Elle's not
Elle's not a big character though.
Yeah, but we do need to get rid of her though.
I know, but I feel like we could care less about her too. So whether
she's wasted.
Yeah, I could care less about her ass.
She's wasted.
Like we could.
Yeah. My question is, what happens to Brayton in all of this?
He gonna OD on something.
Nope. Nope.
You're not gonna do that to Tommy 2.0. You're not gonna do that.
Little Tommy.
I don't know what they're gonna do with his ass.
You ain't gonna do that
to little Tommy. There's been rumors.
Bray might go to jail.
Nope. I don't feel like that.
Bray might get a spinoff and piss all y'all off.
I don't think it's just gonna be him.
I won't be watching.
Like I said, I have the strangest feeling for the longest time.
Tariq gonna unalive him.
Nope. We've had this rumor that it was supposed to go to London, England, etc., whatever. That new spinoff is somehow, as we know, that Force is ending. It's going to involve Tariq, Brayton, and Tommy, maybe even Tasha. Somehow they're all going to come together, and that's going to be the spinoff into overseas. We might even see Ghost.
I agree. I think, Brayton's not going anywhere. He's just gonna be a functioning drug addict for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If they do go to another show, then it might become a part of a storyline at a later season. But right now, Brayton just a crackhead. Like he's just gonna be.
Well, you do know that Tommy used to use drugs, right?
Tommy still does. What you mean used to?
That's what I'm saying. So don't do that. Like he functioning.
Okay. So my question to you all is, how does the show end?
I don't know, bro.
I can't predict what they're gonna do.
I thought Effie was gonna be gone by now. I didn't think we would learn about her
in
mama.
the chat. How do y'all think the show is going to end? Because I don't know what direction we're going in right now. It's
don't either. That's what I'm lost.
With them getting rid of Diana's baby, that really threw me through. Because I really thought that was going to be something that it could pick up later on, a story between Tariq and Diana. The way I look at it is there's only two ways Tariq walks away from this, and that's in a body bag or jail.
I just feel like there is another spinoff that they haven't talked about, and he's going to be in that spinoff. Because like I said, we've already... I mean, just for me, just the way how Force is ending on season 3. So there has to be some type of, and we saw Tommy on last season. There has to be some type of like has to, whether it's a spinoff or it's a joint episode somewhere in there.
So you're thinking they're going to merge them back?
They're going to merge them too. Because I know everybody's talking about like, oh, it's Origins, etc., whatever. Like Origins is different. Like
now I can see Monae going to jail. Whoever said that, young champ, I can see Monae going to jail too.
Can I tell y'all? I think it's gonna be like a puzzle, right? I think what's gonna happen, because we know this is what, like you said, we on episode, what is it, 7 now? So we got 4 episodes, right? So basically, I think whatever we get from this, and then whatever we get from Force, is going to end up giving us our conclusion of where this is going. Like, we're going to have to piece all the pieces together. Like Fresh said, I think there are some things, and once Force ends, we'll start. But I think it's like a puzzle, and we're going to have to put it together to see where it's going. And I don't like that as a viewer. I just want to say that. I don't want to put pieces. I don't want to do a puzzle when I'm watching the show, but that's what it's giving me. That's the strategy. Look at really be.
Support Gaming says the show ends with Tariq getting arrested and goes to jail for 20 years. He replays Ghost's letter in his head and hears Amari's voice this time. Tariq looks in the mirror and cuts back to an odor played by Amari. I do think that it's possible that Tariq could get arrested.
Shoot, I could see that and see.
Or he might go on the lam.
I mean, I could see that, and if they do that, then Ghost is sitting outside of the jail cell, like on the outside, like outside of the prison, and is looking like he see him read, and he looks up, it looks outside of the window, and Ghost is sitting outside like, yo, like this was the whole drink. Like I tried to tell you, you know, I don't know. Like I at this point I got to see episode 8, like to come
Yeah,
up.
maybe I got to see episode 8.
Yeah.
And do you think that we're going to get any leaks? Y'all be careful out here on social media.
Oh,
this
that's
week.
right. Cause we've been. Hold on. Did we
y'all
get?
be
We didn't get
careful. Y'all
leaks
be
last.
careful out
We
here
didn't
in
get
the
leaks
YouTube
last year,
streets
right?
this week. Y'all be
Dexter,
careful out here on the YouTube streets.
You make a good point. Why haven't we heard about what happened with Salim yet? I
We don't
understand.
care.
I know, but the fact
What's
that
up, Salim? Yeah, he good.
but Fresh, we gotta because nobody's looking for this nigga. Like nobody's wondering where he is, why he turned up, who did it. Like,
Bruh, if we're going to ask about Salim, why aren't we investigating Agent Young's death? How about that? He was a federal agent.
That's
see,
right.
this is what I mean
We don't
about.
care.
This is what I'm talking about. The season
Plot
being
holes.
and it's so many holes in it that it's not making sense. And that's why I said I don't know if they're trying to keep it going on. And like I said, it's supposed to be a puzzle. I don't know, but I ain't here for it. I ain't here for it.
Now it's possible that Tariq gets arrested for Salim's death. Maybe there's camera footage for it as well. I don't know. I don't
All
know.
I know is
I'm
all
with
of
you,
this is a
Fresh. I got to
dream.
see episode 8.
Out of all the stuff that Tariq did, if he ended up getting arrested for Salim's death, I'm done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All I know is like whatchamacallit say. If all of this is a dream, I'm not watching nothing. I don't care about Force. I don't care. I'll watch Kanan because Kanan's different. I don't care about Force. I don't care about Origins. I don't care about nothing. If all of this is a dream, nah, I'm good. Like I will probably end up breaking my remote or something if this is just a dream. I will break my
I will tell
remote.
you this. I know
Literally.
we talk about this every week. We have this argument and debate every week with the chat about Ghost returning. When I say that Ghost needs to return, I don't necessarily mean physically come back to life return.
Mhm.
But the fact that we've had 4 seasons of this show and he's mentioned casually that we haven't had a flashback, a voiceover, or anything, it just seems unrealistic. When you saw that Kanan was haunting him from the grave and talking to him, the fact that we haven't had any Tariq and Ghost interactions throughout the entire show, it just seems a little far unrealistic that wouldn't have happened.
Hardwick said, "You gonna pay me for my pain?
I guess.
You gonna pay me for my
Yes.
pain? You didn't pay me the first time."
And I'm sorry, not that I want to see 2-Bit, but I feel like that character needed wrapping up. They should have wrapped that character up the last time they showed him. Like, it's just so many loose ends that are unresolved. The clubs, the whole situation with Stern. The fact that Stern didn't have any questions about his husband being unalive, all of it makes no sense. Our RSJ lost all his money in the Ponzi scheme. We never seen or heard from him again. Makes no sense. It's just so many different things that's out there that I don't feel like it's going to be wrapped up in these 3 episodes. So you have to ask yourself: do everybody walk away and then they just leave it for them to try again another day? I just don't see how they can end this series at this point.
I'm very curious to see who is Noma's brother in Nigeria.
RSJ.
Somebody said Idris Elba should play that part.
No, we don't need no new characters because we're already at the end.
No,
So
we
we don't need no new
come in. That will piss me off.
That's why I'm pissed off about Effie's mom. By them introducing Effie's mom, we don't need no new.
I
characters.
wasn't. I said that since the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I was
but
like, "Yo,
the beginning of the season versus the end of the season for the show
I get
ending, it just seems a little monotonous."
But I said it. I was like, Effie mom, she's coming. Like, she ain't no whatchamacallit, she's coming. So, but if we don't see Effie's mom before the season ends, that will make me even more mad. That we just saw that phone call, but we never saw her mom. That will make me even more mad because it's like, yo, who's her mom?
Somebody
like
said,
I said, at this point, we don't care. Like, I don't care anything about Effie's. Like, those were the questions we had 3 seasons ago. I don't care anything about Effie at this point. And I hate to say it like that, but I just don't care. You lost me with that. You know what I mean? Unless Effie mama gonna be Noma's supplier or some crazy shit like that. And even with that, I don't want it now.
I feel away, really, B. I feel away. But I like your lipstick. I like your lipstick shade. It's very cute. Very cute.
Well, it's not that it's not that we expect all the characters to be related. It's just that the writing is all over the place here. The writing is you're on full screen again, really, B, or you were.
No, because her lip was popping. I loved it.
Let's put you on full screen again.
It's actually it's the new lipstick that I got. It's the new lipstick I got. It's Juvia's Place. I got it on Friday. Ulta is having a sale. So get on over to Ulta, stock up on your Juvia's Place lipstick. This is called Ready or Not. That's what this is called.
Ready
it's
or
from
Not.
Their Red collection. Yes, it's from their Red collection. So yeah, there you go. Boom, brand new. Boom.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much.
If you ever need anybody to get your advertising dollars up, commercials, we'll do it for you.
Okay.
At this point, really be definitely needs sponsorship with Julia's Place because that is like a
but you know what? But I do have a discount code for Black Girl Vitamins. So y'all get over to blackgirlvitamins.co and use your discount code ReallyBTV and get 20% off. I do have a discount code with Black Girl Vitamins. So go over there and get your vitamins. Use your discount code ReallyBTV. Get 20% off. And even if you're not a black girl, you know a black girl. So go on and get it. Thank you, Trees, for supporting me, boo.
Yes. We need our vitamins. We need our vitamin D, C, E, and
yes, we need our vitamin. I know I need my vitamin D.
You know what?
You know what?
You know what?
Vitamin girl. Look, we all need a little.
You know what?
Different vitamin.
I love doing that to retro.
We need a little bit of that vitamin, okay?
I love doing that to retro. It is hilarious.
What the hell?
Y'all, we love embarrassing the boys. We do.
I know. I love it.
They get so bashful, like they don't talk about the PUS.
I know. Making retro blush it's so much fun.
You know what? I'm good.
Y'all can come back on camera. It's okay. I won't bite.
Look, he's right. I'm gonna sip my Hennessy.
Right.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong.
I don't know what vitamin D has to do with.
But Black Girl Vitamins. Wait a minute. They sell vitamin D.
You'll have your skin glowing. You'll be flowing.
I'm sure
all I said is that I know. All I said is I need my vitamin D. That's all I said.
That's all you said. Yes, you need your vitamin D.
That's all I said.
Yep. And all the nutrients and proteins that come from vitamin D consumption.
Absolutely. You know what? This is turning into, I feel like, Power After Dark.
Y'all started it.
Hey, we might have an after dark joint one night.
We should do that. We should do a TSF after hours.
Nope.
I'm not good
with that. Our audience will be very surprised with some of the commentary that
they
have after hours.
Mr. Brown said,
you know what? When we come up there, we'll do a live. We'll do an after hours live.
Let's do it. And what we should do is take audience questions and we'll just talk about like after dark type stuff, like relationship.
We'll do a mirror game. We'll play a mirror. Yeah, we'll peer. Yeah.
What'd you say, Fresh? You want the questions to be nasty?
Like Mr. Brown say, you're nasty. No.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't do nothing.
Yep. Okay, well, that wraps up.
I gotta go though, y'all, because I gotta get me some. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so
I bet. Go get you some vitamin D.
Go get me some dinner.
Go get your vitamin D.
Go get your vitamin
D. I wish I was getting some.
This live is going left, y'all. We love you.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we love you guys. We will be back next week. Y'all go ahead and go over to the comments and drop y'all predictions of what y'all think is going to happen next week. Don't pay these drunk folk any attention about their vitamin intake or all that good stuff. Ladies, y'all got any last minute housekeeping before I tell these folks bye?
No, just make sure y'all join us Thursday. September 19th, we celebrating our girl Nels. Make sure y'all come over to the channel, wish her a happy birthday. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. It's sometime between today and tomorrow, so y'all can see it in your listing and hit your notification bell so you know when we going live. And yeah, we're gonna celebrate our girls, give her a happy birthday. Just come up, and we're gonna be talking to Ish. And if you just want to come up and give her a few words about her lovely Virgo personality, please, you're by all means, I'll drop the link. But yeah, y'all. And other than that, we'll see y'all next week. You know how it is. You know what we do.
We will see you guys next week. All right, y'all. We out.